I'm good. How are you?
Man, I am doing good. Doing really good. We got quite a few things to go over today. I want to say shout out to everybody in the chat right now. How
Yes.
y'all doing this morning? And shout out to Facebook tuning in. Thank y'all
Yeah.
so much for being here.
I'm sorry, Facebook. They didn't StreamYard still didn't let me stream on Facebook today again, but shout out to Facebook anyway. Y'all over there watching. Shout out to the Facebookers. And shout out to everybody that's coming in. Oh
Yes.
yay! I see my Nightbot is finally working. I went in there, messed around with him again yesterday, and tried to fix him. I see he's
Awesome.
I got it. I got it
Doing
right
what he
this
doing.
time.
He night
Yeah.
botting. He
Yes.
night botting. Listen, y'all, man. So we have a couple updates to go over. We're going to be talking about Nichole Coates. That's the first person we're going to talk about. This is
Yes.
a recap on the updates, plus it's some more information that I've just kind of looked around and found. And
Hmm.
so the first case we're going to talk about is Nichole Coates. Again, we're going to be talking about Maleesa Mooney and also Yolna Lubrin and 17-year-old, what's his name?
Brandon Dupay. Dupay. Hold on, let me
Brandon
make sure.
Dupay. So
Yeah,
hopefully
Depe.
y'all have
Depe.
a
I'm sorry, Miss V.
Defe.
Depe.
Okay.
Depa. I'm probably butchering his last name, but it's Brandon Depe.
So we going all over. We going to a couple
Yes.
places here. Y'all see we traveling here. I'm
Yeah.
showing out with my little background. Shout out
Yeah. We
to
got some pop
Bronze.
bottles. Right.
uh, okay, y'all. So listen. The first update I want to talk about Nichole Coates. So we know that Nichole Coates is one of the models that she was found deceased in LA downtown apartments 8th and Grand. And they determined that her death was coke and alcohol related. And that is just so hard for me to wrap that around my mind with both of these ladies. What do you think about the findings of Nichole Coates?
You mean from when
Her autopsy, the findings that they came
I
up with in the
didn't
end.
there's another update since our last live? Since the last time we talked about it?
Okay, so Maleesa Mooney's autopsy came out as well as Nichole Coates.
Hmm.
I don't remember. I don't think we talked about it. That's why I wanted to
No,
talk
we
about
did
it
a
now.
when we was live before. Oh, you know what? You're right. We did an update on them, but it wasn't about the autopsy.
Hmm. Okay, so well, yeah, the findings of Nichole Coates was that she
Wait,
had
didn't they
alcohol.
say? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but isn't that the one? That's why I'm getting confused because didn't the autopsy they tried to say that she was on? They found some drugs in her system.
Yeah, coke and
Yes,
alcohol
yes, yes,
is what they
yes.
said.
Yep,
Now
that's.
remember,
But her
Nicole
mother
was the
said
one
she
that was
don't
on the
believe that
bed.
with her
I
leg
wouldn't
up, right?
believe it. Yeah, with her
Yeah,
leg up,
yeah,
and I mean that's just it. But they do say that her case is still open. They have not closed her case. It is still open, but
right.
it's ruled as accidental. So I really don't see it reopening unless somebody hit them up and be like, "Hey, I got some information."
Oh, yeah, because
But
the video I seen where her mom spoke, her mom still believes that the two cases are together. Like her mom thinks that the same person
she feels
did this to her daughter.
she feels like it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So one of some of the details we know, like with Nichole, they called her Nikki. It says the last time anyone heard from her was at September 8th.
Mhm.
And she said that she was going on a date. That was the last conversation she
Oh,
had
right.
with
Mhm.
somebody.
Mhm. But
So
she was pregnant, right?
no, Maleesa Mooney is the one that her sister said she was pregnant. The Guyanese pop star.
Right.
So
Right.
okay, before I do this, I'ma play something then, just because I don't want you to be confused.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me play. This is from
Because I remember thinking, well, wait, if she had, if she was pregnant, how she had all of these drugs that they trying to say she had in her system? My mama said
She wasn't pregnant
she
though.
didn't
She
do
was
drugs.
not pregnant. She wasn't pregnant either. I got her full autopsy.
Oh,
She
let's
is not
go.
pregnant.
Yes, let's get it.
Yeah, so this is what the first what law and crime, I think. Girl, here it go.
Okay.
Wait, is this it? No, it's not it. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my bearings here. I'm a
Okay,
mess.
take your time.
Right, I'm hot too. I need to get some water. Okay, so this update is going to be about Maleesa Mooney, but um is no the information I just said about Nichole Coates, that's really all that there is. The only update that I have on Nichole Coates is that I went to her funeral today. And we
Oh,
gonna talk about that. Yeah,
okay.
we gonna talk about her funeral. But
Okay.
here it is right here.
Mom, go pro us. Go pro us. Where are you going to pop the
Alarming new details just released about the mysterious death of an LA model who was found dead inside her apartment last month. Authorities say 31-year-old Maleesa Mooney was found beaten and bound before being stuffed into her own refrigerator. The grisly details were just released in an autopsy report completed by the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner. Officials say the late model moved into her apartment building in August, but was last seen alive on September 6th on surveillance video in her apartment elevator. Investigators say a man was seen the next day on surveillance cameras using Maleesa's key fob to enter the elevator, carrying plastic bags into her apartment. Maleesa was reportedly supposed to go to her old apartment that weekend to pick up the rest of her belongings. However, she never made it there. Investigators say Maleesa's sister and her mother requested a welfare check. Once officers arrived to the model's apartment, they initially were not able to locate Maleesa. However, after police say they observed food that is usually kept in the refrigerator on the kitchen counters, once they opened the refrigerator, that's when they made the gruesome discovery. Maleesa found lifeless in a pool of blood wedged inside the refrigerator. According to the autopsy report, Maleesa was found with her wrists tied together, wrapped around with white phone charging cords, white shoelaces, and a black tank top. Wrapped around her neck was a gray dress, 3 rags, a gold piece of clothing, and a pink vest. As the medical examiner notes, part of the pink vest was stuffed into Maleesa's mouth. The report goes on to state there were abrasions and a large bump on Maleesa's forehead. She had abrasions on her shoulder and arm, bruises on her hips and knees, and ligature marks around both her wrists and ankles. The report adds there were no defensive wounds on Maleesa's hands. Her toxicology results show recent cocaine and alcohol use, but the autopsy report states it's uncertain the role that alcohol and drugs may have played in her death. The medical examiner noted the autopsy revealed blunt force trauma injuries to Maleesa's face, head, back, and upper left arm. Adding, while the blunt force traumatic injuries are not considered acutely life-threatening on their own, based on how she was found, the injuries suggest Maleesa was likely involved in a violent altercation prior to her death. The report states Maleesa's death was likely the result of the actions of another individual, and without findings to explain a clear mechanism of death or knowledge of the sequence of events leading to Maleesa's death, the cause of death is deemed homicidal. Maleesa is the sister of Guyanese pop singer Jordan Pauline. Jordan told local news outlets Maleesa was 2 months pregnant and excited to have a child. The pop singer also shared a GoFundMe page organized by a close family friend. The organizer wrote, "Maleesa was an extremely sweet and generous soul." The page also states they started a GoFundMe to help with legal fees as the family fights for justice, and a portion of the proceeds will go towards starting a foundation in Maleesa's memory. Jordan also took to her Instagram after Maleesa's body was found in September to share about the devastating loss. In her post, Jordan describes the shock of her older sister being gone. In a tribute to her sister, Maleesa's sister also wrote, "The people you touched and loved will carry on for you and keep your name alive in the most beautiful and loving light. You did not deserve this at all." Authorities have not yet named or even arrested a suspect in connection to Maleesa's death. However, anyone with information is urged to contact LAPD detectives. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Elizabeth Milner.
Yeah, so that was the update last week on her. Wait, hold on. Let me move. What the heck do I have up here? Oh, it's that dang on picture. Hold on, y'all. My screen is messed up here. How's everybody doing in the chat, y'all? Please smash the like button. I gotta say this a lot because I have been lacking likes on my videos, and the likes are very, very, very important. Please like my video if you watching, you listening to the sound of my voice on the replay here now. Smack that like button. I mean, it's free, y'all, and it's so freaking important. It's so important. Okay, so what we looking at right here is the view from these apartments that Maleesa Mooney was living in. And yeah, it's a nice view, but let me tell you, don't let the view fool you. These apartments is ratchet. I'm talking about they have so many freaking complaints that is insane. Let me move us out the way to be able to see the whole picture. But yeah, it's a lot of complaints in the building, mad complaints. Right. I covered all that with the last video, but I wanted to know what did you think about the update?
I'm just a little confused even more now. Because
why?
Because the sister. So where didn't the sister say that she told the mom that she was pregnant?
She told the mom she had menstrual and she was supposed to be going to a doctor's appointment on the 9th.
Said a month. She said she was 2 months pregnant.
That's what they were saying in the news. They were saying that she was saying she was 2 months, but her sister said
that in her interview. When she was in the interview sitting in the car, she said
but she wouldn't have known that. She really wouldn't have known that if she hadn't been to the doctor. She didn't know. They didn't know how far she was, and she hadn't even been told that she was pregnant. She just found out.
That's why
I'm confused.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on with the newer update concerning Maleesa Mooney, and then I'm gonna go back to Nichole Coates. Okay, since we already here. Okay, so the newest update of Maleesa Mooney, I happen to go on PGT time.
Screen. I'm sorry to cut you off, but is it me or do you see the screen is black?
It's black.
Oh, okay.
It's black as hell. No, thanks for saying it because I wasn't looking and I moved the dang on picture from it and I dropped us behind the picture. So let me fix that. But yeah, so the newest update, I went on to PGT time last night and I gave some of the update over there. So I'm gonna just play it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Hold on. Dang, what am I doing? I'm pushing too many buttons. Wait, who's in the chat? Shout out to y'all. I did not look at the chat yet. Shout out to Young Riaz, BFF Tracy in the building. Shout out to Lisa J. Stocks. What's up? Lisa, I happened to go on Instagram and I seen that you messaged me, but it was right before I came on, so I'm definitely going to check you out. I am so sorry, y'all. I've been MIA on my YouTube support channel, but I will be back. I have been working so very hard. Grismatically Clever in the building. How you doing? Neva, welcome in. Thank y'all so much for being here. Okay, so let me, Panna, how you doing? Okay, I'm gonna pull up the video. I just did this last night, and then I'm gonna just see what Sister Girl say about this update. Let me know what y'all think in the chat too. Here we go.
Like I said, you basically introduced us to the whole coke in both the system, and that there was a guy seen leaving the elevator. I didn't know none of that at all. So what are some things you were aware of?
I have the full medical report and I have all the information that transpired. Like originally, her family called for a wellness check on the 10th of September, and the police went. They knocked on the door, no answer. They left. Her mother called back on the 12th, but this time she was smarter and she hit the management up and asked them to do a wellness check. They have the key. So they contacted the police. They came. They seen things taken out of her refrigerator. It was on the counter, which was odd, and that's what prompted them to look in her refrigerator and found her. I mean, they brutalized this girl, and they didn't even find a cause of death, official cause of death. That's why they use homicidal violence because it was so much done to her, bound, gagged, and I mean they had all kind of cords and her clothing wrapped around her neck, and I mean I got pictures of not her face but just a diagram of all the issues that she had going on her face, her back, blunt force trauma to all of her extremities, her torso. She was really beat up bad, and she was 5'5", 122 pounds. They didn't have to do all that. She wasn't pregnant. I don't know. I don't know what made her sister really tell us that, but she wasn't pregnant according to the autopsy. But here's something that I read, and this stuff is not allegedly, this is facts. So, according to the reported information, the decedent, a 31-year-old black female, the decedent was last seen on surveillance footage at her apartment complex on Wednesday, September 6th, at an unknown time in the afternoon. On Thursday, September 7th, an unknown man is seen on a surveillance using the decedent's key fob to use the elevator. On Sunday, the 10th, the decedent's sister called Los Angeles Police Department Central requesting a welfare check. Officers arrived at a residence, knocked on the front door. No answer. They left. There was no signs of nefarious activity, so entry was not made. So on Tuesday, the 12th, which is the day they actually found her body, the decedent's mother had called requesting a welfare check, and officers from the Los Angeles Police Department Central responded and entered the locked and secured apartment using a management key. They observed food that belonged in a refrigerator on the kitchen counter. When they opened the refrigerator, they found the decedent inside unresponsive. On Tuesday, the 12th, September 12th, at 16:25 hours, Sergeant determined the death. And so that's pretty much how they found her body.
I love you, Miss V. I love Miss V.
Oh, I love you too.
Hey, Miss V.
Mm-hmm.
I think the boyfriend did it. Because in one of that article, the video you just played earlier.
Let me know what y'all think out in the chat. I be wanting to know what y'all thinking.
You just played. Okay, it was two things that I heard. Something stuffed in her mouth. A pink shirt stuffed in her mouth. And then they said a man is seen on camera using her key card to enter her apartment.
The elevator.
Oh, the elevator. But
then he was seen going to her apartment with plastic bags.
Yes. I think that was her boyfriend. Allegedly.
I don't know. Whoever it was, man, they hated her or something.
I'm not going to call him her boyfriend because the sister says she was seeing someone, which remember in the last live we talked about this where I was saying I think that that the guy she was seeing was probably in a relationship already. Because, because he didn't come forward and say anything until later that he was messing around with her. And remember, the sister did say that she talked to him, and he said that she was supposed to be pregnant. Because I remember thinking that maybe he took her out because he didn't want her to have the baby.
But it would be a mess. I mean, it's crazy to do it anyway, but she wasn't pregnant. So if he did do that because she was pregnant, it's crazy because she wasn't.
Yeah.
And
I mean, they play games to get the.
But it kind of threw me off when the sister first mentioned it. Anyway, though, it was just odd that she mentioned it when she did. I don't know if she was.
A little bit.
I don't know why she said it because the girl wasn't pregnant. Not only wasn't she pregnant, wasn't she pregnant, she had a pad on when they found her deceased, and it had stuff on the. They told us that in the autopsy. She had. Yes. And I just thought about it.
Down to the woman's menstrual cycle.
Yes, she had on a leopard, a romper, and blue panties, and she had on a pad that had something on that pad. And so she was on her menstrual. She wasn't pregnant.
Right.
I don't know why her sister said that. It is kind of odd now that we know that she's not. Like, why would a guy call and say that she was and put himself in it?
Right.
That just don't make sense. It didn't make sense to me when it happened, because they didn't know. So my question when they first said it was, why would he even say something now? They don't know him, because she clearly didn't know the guy.
Right.
By the way she described him.
Out to them.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
That he was messing around with her.
So this is the other part of what else was said. I heard on one video, all the news videos I listened to, only one video said this, but this is from the official report. The decedent lives in a residence by herself, and she moved there. She had just moved there in August, y'all. She just moved there, not even a month. As a matter of fact, she was supposed to be going to her old apartment to get the rest of her stuff, and she never showed up. So she moved on the 8th of August, and per surveillance video on September 5th, the decedent, another female and a male, was seen getting into the elevator, going up to the 5th floor, which is where she lived. They exit the floor and then exit. Per surveillance video, the decedent was last seen alive on the 6th of September. She was last seen alive on one of the elevators on the 6th, and her vehicle also was issued a parking ticket that day. Per surveillance video on Thursday, September 7th, a male was seen using a decedent's key fob to use the elevator and then carrying plastic bags to the decedent's residence. Now, this is when she would have been deceased, you would think, unless she was still in there alive and being tortured. So on Saturday, that part of it was me talking, y'all. So on September the 9th, the decedent was supposed to go to her older residence to pick up the rest of her belongings, but she never arrived. On Sunday, the 10th of September is when the decedent's sister contacted the police, requested a wellness check. Officers arrived on the scene, knocked on the door. There was no answer and no entry was made on, and I'm just reading it because it's a little bit different. On Tuesday, 9/12, the decedent's mother called the management into the building requesting another welfare check. The management then called the Los Angeles Police Department. Officers arrived on the scene. The manager opened the door, the locked door, with their key, and officers entered. Now, the other one that I read wasn't that in depth, and that's why I'm reading it more. They looked around and did not locate the decedent. They didn't observe the food, usually kept in the refrigerator, on the kitchen counter. They looked inside the refrigerator and found the decedent unresponsive. On Tuesday, 9/12 at 16:25. One thing that I want to point out too is that if they would have went to her apartment on the 10th, they would have found her body the same day they found Nichole. It was 2 days later because they didn't go in her apartment the first day.
Exactly. Wow.
Yes, I also did a review of the apartment. I'm going to stop here, and if y'all want to know anything else, just go check it out on my page. I have a full playlist. I did reviews on the apartment. It ain't sweet. They had people renting those apartments as Airbnbs, and they had squatters in those apartments, although it was high-rise, beautiful, and paying thousands of dollars to live there. It's by Skid Row, y'all. Downtown LA is not safe. Not at all. Not at all. So, yeah, as you see, it's a lot of information out. I mean, with the autopsy being out, it's a lot of information. And so I actually seen the autopsy with Nichole Coates, but you have to pay for it. They wanted $70. I'm not paying for it, and especially because it ain't nothing on it, because they saying what they saying. I don't know what happened to Sister Girl. Uh-oh. Sister Girl, come back. I don't know what happened, y'all, but I guess she'll be back. Let me see what y'all saying. Maybe the sister and the guy seeing each other. Like, I remember you saying that you felt like it was something. So maybe the sister and the guy seeing each other. To me, her sister is sus. I believe they came up with that story to get it off of him. Yeah, because, I mean, honestly, like, I wasn't looking at her sister like that at all, y'all, right? But I always hate to blame family, and I'm not gonna blame her, but I will just say that I thought that it was strange that she brought that up and said that, and then she also said that the guy didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, how would you know? Like, she said that she don't think the pregnancy had anything to do with it, but how could you be so sure? And then, I mean, I don't know. I was on her TikTok today. She got an album coming out. It's just some things that she said in her video is kind of off to me. Like, and you know what? I didn't even put the video in here because I wasn't planning on saying nothing about this in particular. But yeah, I'm looking now, Tracy. I wasn't before because I was just like, nah. I mean, people always want to say some wild stuff, but until we find out, everybody is suspect, I guess. But my heart just won't let me believe that her sister would do anything like that because the love of my sister, and you know what I'm saying? My mind can't go there. But hey, do have to look at stuff. Shout out to Brian's in the building. How you doing? Maybe the guy is the one that. Well, one thing for sure, maybe she lied to her family. That's another thing. Yeah, she could have said it, or she could have been late. You know, even though she was on her menstrual when she passed, because maybe she was late, and that's what she allegedly had told the mother. Now we haven't heard from Maleesa Mooney's mother at all. I don't know where's sister girl at. Well, she'll drop down in the chat when she get ready, I guess, but she could pop back on. What is this StreamYard thing doing? What is this? Okay, so look, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so let me go. What else did I want to talk about with that? Oh, I mean, so here is the diagram of the injuries that she had on her face. You know, I mean, let me pull this. That's what I was trying to do, pull it back up, but I really wasn't planning on doing this. But you can just see, like, she had this big bruise on her eye and her cheek, like really big, and just a lot of marks, the ligature marks from whatever she had around her neck, and all of it is explained. Hold on, y'all. Pull something else up. I think this is a picture of the apartment. Yeah, so these are, this was just me going and just looking at the apartment or whatever. And as y'all can see, it's a nice apartment. I mean, it ain't worth all the riffraff and all of the stuff that's going on there. It's like $3,000 to stay here, I guess, depending on what floor you on and all of that kind of stuff. And so things ain't always what they seem. Another thing, though, y'all, with them, I'm still seeing the connection. Like, how can it not be connected? How can they both have coke in their system? Like, that just don't make sense to me with their what they were trying to accomplish in life. It just don't make sense that they would do that. But one of my things was, I wonder if this is known to family. Like, her friends, they would have known, like somebody would have known if this is something that they did. It just seemed odd. I mean, just thinking the way that I'm thinking, I'm like, somebody else did this and they put that in them. You know what I'm saying? That's my thoughts, because it just don't make sense with what they had going on in life. I mean, you're at the height of your life. Maleesa Mooney had just moved into that apartment in August. She wasn't even all the way out of her apartment yet, her old apartment. She was supposed to go to that old apartment on the 9th to get the rest of her stuff, and she ended up not going. That don't sound like somebody that's just doing dumb stuff like that. But it could have been a photographer. They're both models, right? It could have been a photographer. It could have been a maintenance man. It could have been some random person. I really don't know, but I can tell y'all that it definitely is mind-boggling, and it makes absolutely no sense. I don't know what this thing is like spam in the chat. Drop the link. You know you can go back to Instagram to pop on because I didn't want to put the link in the chat. I really didn't because I don't want no trolls popping up here. Can you go back to IG to grab it? But hold on. Let me see what else y'all saying because I didn't see it all from. Okay, there she go. There she go. Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Huh?
It's still. Oh, am I here?
You here? I just gotta fix the layout.
I'm sorry about
that.
It's something called StreamYard Banana Alex. He hacked in my stuff and kicked me out and started messing with my Instagram and everything. I had to restart my computer.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? That's what I'm like. What is that?
Yeah, I don't know what he was. Nightbot started deleting him and muting him, but he was still doing stuff, whatever that is.
I think it's still doing stuff because I was seeing. I'm like, what is that thing spamming the chat?
Yeah.
Is it still talking? Yeah.
No,
wait, before you.
I removed him from my thing.
I'm thinking like, why would she want a baby when she just getting her life started? Exactly, Tracy. Like, why would you go through the trouble of getting breast implants and all that? Because she definitely had breast implants. We see it on the diagram that she had the bruises from the implants. Plus, I mean, she just did. You can tell that she had implants, but the height of her career, just moved into this mini mansion, high rise, not really a mansion, but high rise, make you feel like you're in a mansion. You looking at all the beauty and all that. But and I don't know. So did you want to say anything else about this? All kind of stuff happening. That dang on stupid StreamYard banana. Okay, go ahead. I'm looking at y'all comments now, though.
I was
see what I missed in the beginning. Okay, I ain't missed nothing. Oh man, sister, just looking at his face, he makes me think. Tread lightly. Oh, y'all talking about something else. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna go through the autopsy again, y'all. I might do a video more in depth with the autopsy findings and all of that, but I'm not gonna do it here. But what I do, sister girl, can you hit mute?
Yeah, sorry.
But what I do want to do is talk about go back to Nichole Coates, okay? So because, like I said, there's not a lot of stuff in the news about her. It's just real cut and dry. The police, the autopsy said what it said. They didn't find nothing suspicious. But what's weird to me is how did her family say that it was blood in her bed? She was unrecognizable, looked like she had been beaten, all this stuff, and they say what they say. So, but that's what they saying. But the only good thing is that they are keeping it open. It was rude, accidental caused by coke and ethanol toxicity, according to the medical examiners. Her status remains open. Officers had responded to the 32-year-old woman home to perform a welfare check on the morning of September 10th, but there was no response. So I'm glad I seen that, because this is another similarity. Okay, they would have found these ladies on the same day deceased if the police would have entered the apartments when they went in. Okay, so I'll start with Maleesa Mooney. The sister called for a welfare check on the 10th of September. They went knocked on the door, no answer. They left. 2 days later, her mother called and asked the management to go, and then the police got called. Then they went. With Nichole Coates, her family called for a welfare check on September 10th. The police came. There was no answer. They left. But the difference is 2 hours later, because her dad and aunt end up going theirself. So once that happened, that's when the police was called. So it says that officers had responded to 32-year-old woman home for a welfare check the morning of September 10th, but no one responded. After 2 hours later, someone called to report a dead body at a home. So that's how they found out. Like, had her family not went to her place, she probably would have been in there for a couple more days too. So this makes it even more eerie. Like, okay, so they now y'all telling us they could have been found on the same exact days. It's like this stuff happened at the same damn time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And remember,
and I'm gonna go back. Look, I told y'all I looked at the reviews at where she lived at, right? So
that's what I was gonna talk about before I got kicked out by that daggone. Thank you, Kiva too. I see you got him out of here for good. I didn't know how to do that, but that's what I was gonna say. When you said they was renting that out as an Airbnb, some of those apartments.
Mm-hmm. And some wait before you say that. Also, they had squatters. This one tenant was supposed to move in. He had to wait 7 days later because a squatter was living in his place that he was about to move into.
Give me a second. Hold on, Miss V. Let me see.
Okay, so with all that being said, don't think just because it's a expensive sky-rise apartment and all that, it ain't lavish, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna get to them reviews because I'm about to talk about Nichole, where Nichole lived at, because I never put out a video on what they were saying at her place. But about a month ago, somebody had said, I spoke with other residents in this building, and they've said the building has not addressed the unaliving of Nikki. With all the cameras in the world in this building, you would think they would reassure there we feel safe and secure. I am looking forward to moving out of this complex when my lease is up, and other people as well. Who wants to pay high rent in a place where a potential serial killer is on the loose? Security, they said, and R.I.P. Nikki. You don't deserve this. And so the apartment responded back and said, thank you for your concerns. And LAPD assured us that foul play was not the factor in the incident that happened at 8th and Grand. Given the nature of the incident and the family privacy, we are not at liberty to provide more information. Please know that the safety of our residents is our number one priority. Should you have any questions, contact LAPD.
Do you think that the building was in on it? Do you think that somebody, one of the management?
The way that the management is, they sketchy, rude as heck. They do dodging phone calls other than when you moving in. Before you move in, soon as you move in, they ignore you like hell. The reviews is horrible. They got poop and pee in the hallways, on the steps. They got cars being broken. They had to pay $200 and $300 for parking. And they said that does not guarantee your parking. Sometimes they go and somebody else is parked in their spot. Another person card and got jacked up in his parking spot, vandalized twice in his parking spot. And he like, well, I mean, we paying $200 and $300 to park, and they can't secure our safety. Like, these places is ratchet, and
that money, they said them apartments was going for $3,000 and $5,000. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3,000 is what I'm saying with most of the reviews that I'm seeing. Like this person said, I don't understand how people can pay upward to 3K a month to live somewhere where their cars are broken into and stolen, where someone can be unalived and the security cameras don't work. How can this be legal? I hope this complex gets sued. I cannot wait till I move out of this luxury dump.
Right. Dump, luxury dump. And just 2 blocks over is Nikki.
Exactly.
Nichole.
And they, no, this is Nichole I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about her apartment.
2 blocks over is
Maleesa.
Yeah, Maleesa Mooney.
Yep. That is crazy. And then, I mean, like, I'm talking about, look, listen at this one, though. Do not rent here unless you want to live with pests, and be constantly disturbed with false fire alarms. That would drive me nuts. They said they have random fire alarms going off all times of the morning, the night sometime. You got to leave the building, go outside and all this stuff. And they do that all the time at that apartment. I could not tolerate that. And they said 1 month after I moved in, I found an unknown pest running out of the cracks of the wall. A few months later, I seen 2 silver fish. I don't even know what 2 silver fish were in the bathroom, and a roach came from the back of the oven. I request pest control, and they have sprayed the bathroom and the kitchen. Yet 2 days ago, 1 roach was found in the closet under the sink of the bathroom. Today, 1 roach was on the electric cooking stove, and 1 roach was in the sink. She said, I clean my apartment every day. I do deep cleaning every week. I am sure the poor construction of this building and the cracks in the wall is the reason for all of this. And the poop and the pee and the dog. They said it smelled like dog pee, and feces, human piss, and all.
So clearly,
and they paying all this money.
So like, clearly, no. Their attackers know that this building is sloppy like that, and you know what I'm saying. So they definitely been there more than once. I'm talking about both buildings.
Yeah, both of them has got horrible reviews. Horrible. I'm talking about, I don't care how pretty. Let me pull these pictures up.
Yeah.
But even though this ain't the place I'm talking about 8th and Grand right now. I'm reading complaints. Right. And so, but this picture that I'm showing is where Maleesa lived at, and which is different from what I'm reading right now, but I'm still showing a couple of them. Craziness, y'all. Craziness. Everything is not what it seems. And then I just showed y'all the video where I was walking around with the I'm gonna pull that video right back up.
It's like, wow.
It's very pretty at night.
Yes, you would be like, oh, I want this. I want
very beautiful at night. But for $3,000, I'm paying for roaches, nowhere to park. I couldn't imagine. I mean, I hate moving anyway, but could you imagine moving to the 5th floor? No, that the moving all that stuff, girl. No, they can have that. I'm not interested in skyrise.
Building, paying all of that money.
That's stupid, man. You better buy a house. You got it like that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Golly. And then, okay, so here they said the fire alarm system was broken for a while. It woke me up at 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. within a week. 3 false alarms for 1 day at peak. Like, I mean, and it's just a lot of. I requested maintenance for a window, but they don't even come to check it out for almost a week. It's horrible. Horrible. Management is horrible. Dog crap in the elevators is not a rare sight. The elevators themselves are constantly out. Girl, could you imagine? And if they are working, they're probably the slowest in LA. Power will be turned off for extended periods with little notice. Assigned parking spots are not at all defended. Anyone can take your spot with no consequences. Apartments with no balconies only have 1 window that partially opens, denying any fresh air. Hallways are eerie. just white paint and gray doors all the way down. No sense of style or personality. No guest parking. If you have friends visiting, they have to pay for parking across the street. Appliances are low quality. My freezer leaks. I mean, just horrible. Dude, this is horrible.
So
this ain't just one person.
So the pictures are just tricking you.
Well, these ain't the pictures though. I didn't get no pictures from 8th and Grand, so the pictures that I just had is Maleesa Mooney. So, but it's still beautiful. Like I'm saying, the picture of the building, the inside of it, it looks really nice. It do, but it ain't. If they got roaches and all this kind of stuff is going on, it's not safe. It's basically what I'm reading here. Okay, so I'm gonna get to her funeral. Okay. And Lord, everybody had a way of grieving. Her dad was going through it in this funeral, and I'm gonna just play this first part because can't nothing explain better than the actual video. But hold on, y'all. Let me move this out the way. The comment. I still want to know what y'all thinking out there.
So I'm thinking, like, why would she want to? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Here's the first outburst I heard. Hold on.
All right, we have five. Okay. All right, guy. Somebody help guys sit down. Somebody help him sit down for right now, and we'll call him up after at the appropriate time. Okay, come on, y'all. Y'all family members, help me out now. Help me out. We in church, y'all. Okay, let me say this, all right? Because of the fact that we wanna celebrate and we wanna honor the life of Nichole. Amen. Say amen. Amen. So we want to say that which is, somebody say, appropriate.
Wait, Miss P.
Yes, ma'am.
Why am I laughing? I don't mean to laugh.
I laughed. I mean, but anyway, what did you hear? Because I'm like, what did you hear him say, sister girl? I'm just trying
could you run that back again?
Okay.
All right, we have five. Okay. All right, guy. Somebody help guys sit down. Somebody help him sit down for right now, and we'll call him up after at the appropriate time. Okay, come on, y'all. Y'all family members, help me out now. Help me out. We in church, y'all. Okay, let me say this, all right? Because of the fact that we wanna celebrate and we wanna honor the life of Nichole. Amen. Say amen. Amen. So we want to say that which is, somebody say, appropriate.
What did you hear? What did it sound? I mean, can you make out what he's saying?
Is he talking to the family when he's telling them to sit down?
Okay, so what's happening here is her dad stood up. Okay, they were asking 5 people to come to the front and speak, right? Mm-hmm. To talk, say something nice about Nichole, giving everybody 2 minutes. Her dad stood up, and I mean, he was, I don't know what all he was saying. It sounds like he was saying, I know he said, I'm mad. Because I heard him say that before.
I heard somebody.
Yeah, it sounded like he said, it sounded like he said, fuck God or F in the A or something crazy. I heard the FUCK word.
I thought I did, but I wasn't sure. So he was talking to the father. That was him saying, "Somebody help me out, family. Sit him down or something." So he was saying, sit the father down.
Yeah, the father's name is Guy, and so he was telling Guy to sit down, and it sounded like the father was also saying Guy, but I think he was saying God. I know for a fact that he's mad at God. Let me just play the other video to bring it all together. I only recorded that first part just to show that was the first sign that something was going on, and then he got a chance to speak. Here we go.
Okay, I think I'm the last speaker. I really didn't want to speak today. You guys be patient with me, okay? I remember when my mama went. Okay, I'm cool. Okay. So anyway, I want you guys to love one another.
Wait, Miss B, hold up.
Don't just tell you.
Miss B, wait. No, Miss B, no way.
What?
What was that? What was
Girl,
that?
listen. Hey, all I was doing was watching the funeral this morning, and that happened. And I was like, whoa. Let me record this, because this is kind of strange. You know what I mean?
And this is Nichole Coates Memorial.
Father. That's her dad. Yes, and that's her funeral. They're at her funeral right here. Yes. So I'm going to play it. Now remember, this is a clip, so I can't stop it.
Okay,
it's a minute and 55 seconds.
When he just did that, it just said, okay, I'm good. Oh, okay, well, maybe some people breathe differently. Okay.
I know, but I mean, he did go real high, and even people sitting in the funeral was laughing. So that's why I didn't feel bad when I laughed, because I'm like, what the? It was just strange, you know?
It was fake. It was fake. That was phony. And he planned to do that, but I don't want to.
No, I don't think it's fake or phony. I think he drunk personally. But
got you.
I'm gonna let y'all. Okay, here we go, y'all.
Okay, I think I'm the last speaker. I really didn't want to speak today. You guys be patient with me, okay? I remember when my mama went. Okay, I'm cool. Okay. So anyway, I want you guys to love one another, and you have to define that. Don't just tell you I love you. But what do you mean when you say I love you? Give me a definition of your love for another motherfucker. Yeah. Give me your definition. Don't just tell me you love me. Tell me what that means when you say I love you. Tell me what love means to you, because it may be different from the way I feel. So I need to make sure we're on the same page, right? Okay, so anyway, I didn't want to get up here. Okay, my baby go. My baby go. Okay, I got it. I'm cool. I'm lukewarm. Stop. I'm cool. I know. I'm cool. I'm lukewarm. Leave me alone. Okay. So the first thing I want to say to every single one of you guys that are in here, thank you for coming. You didn't have to come. My mama always taught me if anybody do anything for you, even the littlest thing, always show appreciation. And appreciation is sometimes just a simple thank you, but you always show appreciation. Don't nobody have to do nothing for you. Got it? Okay, bye.
That man ain't jumped Miss B. That man.
What?
That man is. I'm at a loss for words. I gotta be honest.
I'm waiting to get your response.
Because listen, he said, "Leave me alone. I'm lukewarm.
Leave me alone. I got this."
He said he lukewarm, girl. Oh my God.
Girl, listen, just imagine, I'm just chilling. I'm like, okay, it's a normal funeral and all that, and then that happened.
I think in his head, I think he felt like he's supposed to cry, but he really couldn't cry in the moment. You get what I'm saying? So that's why he was going in and out of that moment. and then was right back good. You know, I don't know. I
think
think
he
he was
drunk.
trying to make it. I can see why
He
think that
sound drunk to me. Seriously, he sounds drunk to me. And I
at
was just
first.
like trying to understand that, but then he's saying all these, you in church, man. Why would you do that in church?
Hey, I know you seen that other one with that mother. That he put me in the mind of that mother who went to her son's funeral and cursed everybody out.
Oh my God, yeah.
They wasn't the daddy anyway.
Oh my God, girl, yeah, that is sad. What is wrong, man?
Woo.
Now this the same father that found her. Could you imagine how he was?
Right, but. Okay, yeah, he might have been under the influence of something because, yeah, he was all
That
over
was
the place.
That was
he
odd.
did say it was definitely, but he did say he didn't want to speak. He was told to come up there and speak, so that's what they gonna get. What they get by asking that man to go up there and say something.
I personally don't know why they would try to force him to go because they couldn't tame him sitting down, so to have him go up there, but his sister went up there and tried to get him. That's the one he was telling, leave me alone, because I laughed because she had something in her hand and she like fanned it at him, like trying to get him. Then she got up and then she didn't really know what to do. She grabbed a tissue, or it might have been her snot rag that she wiped his face with. Because it was already balled up in her hand. So I don't know if it was a fresh Kleenex or a snotty one, but whatever it was, she wiped his eyes with it and he was like, get away from me or leave me alone. I'm good. I'm good or whatever. But and she left him alone. Like, he wasn't cool. He never was cool. That's why those guys were sitting so close to him, trying to tame him a little bit.
Right, trying to keep him on ice. But he said he lukewarm.
Girl.
I don't mean to laugh at that.
I'm sorry. The people, listen, I'm justifying laughing because the people sitting in the funeral laughed. You didn't hear them? When he first did that cry, everybody laughed. Hell, and that's family. You can't expect me not to laugh. I can't. Hey, I'm a laugh. I find humor in some things. It's harmless. Sometimes I laugh. It's a nervous reaction when I don't know what to do. But that was funny. I'm sorry. It was funny. And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta see what the people say about this. So what the people say, Tracy?
They laughing.
Okay. It's okay to laugh. You know, that be them times in the funeral you got to crack the tears and just laugh. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the opportunity but to cuss in church like that, not the little ones either. The motherfuckers.
Look, he got caught off guard. He was in the heat. He was in the heat of the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Good Lord.
We've all been there. I don't know about cursing in church, but we've all been in a situation where you like, I didn't mean to say it like that.
Hey, East Dad.
But it came out like that.
I know that he's hurt. Listen, I don't care if you had 10 kids and lose one. That was his only child. That was the mother's only child. Right. So I know he grieving. I feel like he got drunk. You know how people want to cover their pain, so they drink, and they drink a little bit too much, and they show up at the funeral or the wedding.
He said, I remember when my mama said, and then he was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. And then he went back.
Right. I mean, that was the strangest thing, how he was able.
Into the chat.
Yeah. And thank you for sharing. I know somebody shared it. Shout out to the Word. I think the Word probably shared me out. Thank you for sharing. And anybody, if you did, let me know you shared it. Please smash the thumbs up. That helped people get here too. So, okay. Now, okay, you got that playlist put up? Because I really wanted your take on that. Yeah. So right now we are talking about Yolna Lubrin. Y'all know we've been covering this case, and she was a young lady found on a tree, beside a tree, even though they called it, she did it herself. And it's a lot of sketchy information coming from the people who was last seen with her, who last seen her. Now it's crazy as heck. This guy said that he walked out at 4:15 and she was going up on top of the roof
Miss B,
on.
she said she was just trying to get some sleep.
Girl, please. That don't even
And
make
he
no sense.
said
Oh,
and he said most of the time that light is on, and that particular morning it was off. And if she would have asked him to turn it on, he would have turned it on.
That don't even make sense. But we gonna break this down because we just gonna go over the clips and just go. But I wanted to show you these watches. Remember, I told you she had watches for 250. These are the watches that she was showing. That she was selling. I wouldn't pay 250 for that crap. But why? I mean, I can pull all that up on my cell phone. But yeah, that's the watch she was selling, and then this is her personality.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh, you seen the videos of her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So you got it put up?
Yeah, it's right there. You see it?
Nope. I do now. They need to fix that, man. They need to show that it's something back there, like it do when you have a guest.
You know you got your music still playing.
Okay, let me turn it down. Okay.
Report on September 28th at approximately 7:41 a.m. about an unattended death. When officers arrived, they found Yolna Lubrin hanging from a tree in the backyard of a home near West Livingston Street and North Westmoreland Drive. In a statement, the Orlando Police Department said, while death investigations are predicated upon the existence of trauma to the body in order to determine a criminal act, our investigation has thus far not revealed any physical injuries other than the ligature marks on her neck caused by the hanging. Police went on to say that there are documented history of mental illness, witnesses says, and cell phone communications from Lubrin that showed signs of self-unaliving. The family is saying that Orlando Police Department failed to investigate the death of Yolna Lubrin, and because of that, they are going throughout the neighborhood talking to people, especially the house where Yolna was found. So listen at this video. These are the witnesses who seen her, last to speak with her, seen her at the tree, and failed to call law enforcement. Listen at what they have to say and let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section.
These little branch, they trying to say she got on this tree or this ladder or whatever, and she could. I said, you mean to tell me there's a window, right?
Sister girl.
Little branch, they trying to say she got on this.
Can you go to the next video?
And
just go to the next video.
There's a window right here. Please tell me there's a window right here. And this window.
Yep, that's good.
There's a window right here. And that means nobody ain't hear nothing or something or nothing. And last time I was here, this ladder was not here. All this stuff you see right here was not here. So I'm just trying to figure out how somebody get the video and then put my sister and she said, hold on, matter of fact, me and my sister same height, same size anyway. Then you telling me my sister right here, and then she was on her knees, on the tree. That means she could have very well touched this here. She could have very well got up off her feet.
I don't see how you hang yourself on the tree like this anyway.
How long is it rope?
Yeah.
She literally is like, so that means I can touch this house. I can lean on this tree. How? Make it make sense to me. Ain't no way. Y'all see that little thumb? It don't make sense. How she had the space. This wasn't like this when she was here.
The window's definitely open, so if she was making noise, somebody could have heard her.
That ladder was not there. It was not. Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm Yo-Yo's sister.
Oh, Yo-Yo? I didn't even know it. Everybody, everybody used to tell me, they said when all that stuff happened, that night, that night, like I told them, I was asleep. I go to sleep early. I go to work, so when I got up that morning, one thing I always told me, keep that light on. That's something that had never that morning, that bit was dead on. When I had my flashlight, it was so damn good. So I'm coming out, I always come out 4 in the morning. When I came out, I couldn't see nothing. I ain't heard nothing, nothing. So when I came over, I always come back out every time. I'm up now. So when I come back out again, I come back, I ain't see nothing. Then after a while, I heard something when I'm in the house. What the hell?
About what time was this?
This about 4:15.
You heard something about 4:15. Gotcha.
So I said, what that is? I guess that went, yo, man. She said, 4:15.
You heard something about 4:15. Gotcha.
So I said, what that is? I guess that went, yo, man. She said, I said, what's up? I said, you knocked the ladder down. I said, you all right? So I said, what are you doing up there? Everything she said, she trying to get some sleep. I said, on the roof? I ain't nothing about trying to get some sleep on the roof. I said, why you on the roof trying to get some sleep? She said, I ain't got nowhere to go.
Can you hit mute on that one?
Around here plenty of times though, right?
So at 4:15 a.m. the night her body was found.
I meant pause. My fault. Okay, the reason why I want to do the pause is because I wish they would have asked him, what was her state of mind? What was she doing? Was she crying? Was she afraid? Was she scared? What was her state of mind?
From what I gather from listening to him, he was saying basically she was tired and she just wanted to go to sleep. So to him, he was thinking maybe she was having an issue with whoever was in the house and she just was trying to get away from them and just to have her own peace, and went upstairs on the roof, which that's what just don't make sense to me. You're going to go up on the top of the roof?
I'm gonna tell you a couple reasons why it don't make sense. You climbing on somebody's roof, they gonna come out shooting, think you trying to come in their house or trying to do something to harm them. He said he never seen her before.
Right, that's what I was about to say.
Makes no sense.
Started talking to him, he was like, "Yeah, I never knew her, I never met her." But remember when the sister was talking, just going back to the ladder, when the sister was saying none of that stuff was there, he came out and said the ladder was there that night. When he was,
I didn't hear him, but
yeah, he mentions the ladder. He said, yeah, she climbed up on the ladder. She was up there on the roof. When I heard him say that the ladder was there, I said, well, the sister just said that ladder wasn't there, but he said it was there.
Well, I think he said she put it over there because when he came, he said something. She was messing with the ladder to get on the roof. So, and then but my point is, right? We know that her car was beat up and that would have happened prior to her getting on the roof. So what was her state of mind? Okay, that's what I want to know. That's what they should have asked.
But
was she crying, upset? He's lying.
I wish they would have asked him too. Okay, maybe I'll wait till they get to that part when they talk about the car, because I was just confused about the whole car. He was in the house the whole time and he's up. He wasn't asleep at this time because remember, he said he came out, he seen her at 4:15 and he left for 6 o'clock, 6:30, between 6:30 for work. And he noticed the car like that and they put it in the yard, but he didn't notice it when he came out at 4:15. So you didn't hear no noise? Because they put the car there.
I remember them saying that they left. It was after 7 when they left for work, the car was behind the house. It wasn't like in front of them. It was behind the house.
They're gonna talk about it though. They saw it.
I know.
Go ahead.
I know, but let's only talk about the parts that we hearing right now. Let's just do it that way, like what we're hearing right now, what we think of it. So this part right here that we're listening to, her state of mind, that question would have been very important. I feel like he made that completely up. The roof never happened. That's what I think.
You don't think he's seen her on the roof?
No, hell no. What black person you know climbing on the roof to get some sleep? I don't know nobody personally that's doing that. But she could have been climbing on the roof running from somebody. And if that was the case, then he would have knew other stuff was going on besides her trying to get some sleep. You can't just isolate this one roof incident when her car is tore up and all of this other stuff happened. It was something else going
like
on at that
she
time.
wasn't yelling, screaming. You know, he said she wasn't doing none of that when the guy.
Yeah, and he lying. He is damn lying. Cause think about her state of mind. We seen her car. Matter of fact, let's just do for the people that might not have seen it, because I want everybody to understand, even the people that's not here. That wait, hold on. I'm gonna play the video of her car, and then y'all listen at this man. This would have happened after this. This is my thought. That the car incident happened first. Then she was trying to get on the roof. So look at this car and tell me, would you be trying to go to sleep after that? Here we go.
Mayor, what happened last night? God damn. What went on last night, Mayor? These motherfuckers went stupid. God damn, I ain't touching none of this bitch. Motherfucker went stupid last night.
That's why I said what I'm saying about the car, because look at the car. There's no way you didn't hear nothing, and you was up at this time. This time you're up because she was still alive when you saw her. So you had to hear all that ruckus, see that altercation happen, and see this girl run up on this roof to get away from them. That's what I'm just thinking in my mind.
I believe the altercation might be what made him come out in the first dang on place.
At 4:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
But then you want us to believe that.
Right. And when he come out, that don't even her up on the roof. And the light that he said always been on is off for the first time.
He is lying. I don't believe that. Well, I think he's trying to make it make sense.
No, I was gonna say I'm not gonna. This is just my opinion. I'm not gonna. I don't think he's lying. I think he's just choosing his words wisely because he gotta live there, and he probably don't want the trouble coming on back on him.
Well, he didn't seem to care. Who you mean trouble from the other residents?
No, yes. I just feel like some people don't want to be involved. You get what I'm saying? And don't want to, because that's just the energy he's giving me. Is that, he's trying to answer their questions. He's trying to be nice, but he's still trying to choose his words wisely. Like,
I feel like he's lying.
Watch what he say. Because he's giving them a little bit. And he also says, he already said it, that I was the last person to see her alive.
Which means you should know what happened to her then. He was I guess him and his nephew would have been the ones to see her alive since they walked past her and went to work allegedly. Do you know that the police was never called? The police was never called.
That's the one thing I didn't understand. You see a girl exposed hanging from a tree and you don't call 911? Because he said he seen her. He said he seen her there.
I know he did. And it's her sister. Yeah. So, yeah, we ain't going to. Let's play it. Let it play. He lying, man.
Was on the roof. You came out and she was on the roof. Just chilling.
Pretty much talking. So, take him out. That's what I'm talking about.
So, obviously,
I'm the last person to see that.
If she was trying to get some peace, we could naturally assume either she was into it with her girlfriend or somebody here that she's trying to get.
Go ahead. I'm dead serious. By the girlfriend. I ain't never known nothing about no other girl. I said, who's this other girl they talking about now? I'm dead serious. By the girlfriend. I ain't never known nothing about no other girl. I said, who's this other girl they talking about now? They said, yeah, she had a wife. I said, a wife? I said, what? I said, who the world is that? So I ain't never known now one of them. But when they said the girl died, see, like I said, if he had a light on and I was seeing her, so I could have used myself, called the police myself, and say, yeah, you got a dead person back here.
Right.
But I didn't see. That's why I said no fear to have.
So let me ask you this here. So when you say you saw her up at 4th, but your nephew said you the one who saw her first, because
I was
on the tree though.
She wasn't on no tree. She was on the roof.
Okay. But
still alive on the roof.
But your nephew said that he saw her, he did the video, and he was going to work still. Did you go to work and see her like that too?
Yeah, when I come out, it was daylight then. It was 7 o'clock then.
So who called 911?
I don't even.
So why you ain't call 911?
That's what I'm trying to. I ain't know that was dead body until I come out to go to work. We'll get ready to
Hit
work.
pause.
Your nephew.
So who called the police when you came?
See what I'm saying?
That's the part I'm talking about. He said when he came out, she was on the roof. Then when the sister said, well, your nephew said you came out to see her when
on the tree.
On the tree. And he said, yeah, but by then it's 7 o'clock in the morning. It was daytime then, right? So now let's refer back to the video of the nephew who recorded her. It was still nighttime. So it could have been like 4 or whatever in the morning, but what I'm saying is it was still dark outside. So the nephew knew all of those hours, all the way past till 7 that this girl was hanging. Yeah, they seen what happened to her. I just think that they just don't want to be involved.
Okay, let's listen at this guy. He said he came out at 4:15, right? Mm-hmm. And then he just said that it was 7 o'clock by the time they came back out. What was he doing between 4:15 and 7? Can you tell us what you and your nephew? So y'all, all this commotion going on is right behind your house. It's a girl on the roof. Did you go back to sleep?
Well, remember.
Did you wake back up? What was they doing?
Well, remember, the sister did ask him that, and he said he went back in the house when she said she didn't need his help. He went back in the house and he was getting ready for work. And the sister asked him, did you hear any noise, anything? He said no, he didn't hear nothing.
Let's listen, because I think that part is coming up, or either she just said it.
Yeah.
But that's a lie. He ain't getting ready for work. All that stuff going on outside.
Right. Well, we could see by that.
And who get up at 4:15 and got to be to work at 7? Anyway,
then how you commute?
Yeah.
Right.
Came out, you ain't called the police.
They're a person back there.
Right.
But I didn't see. That's why I said no fear to help.
So let me ask you this here. So when you say you saw her up at 4, but your nephew said you the one who saw her first.
I was.
But on the tree though.
She wasn't on no tree. She was on the roof.
Okay.
Still alive on the roof.
But your nephew said that he saw her, he did the video, and he was going to work still. Did you go to work and see her like that too?
Yeah, when I come out, it was daylight then. It was 7 o'clock then.
So who called 911?
I don't even.
So why you ain't call 911?
That's what I'm trying to. I ain't know that was dead body until I come out to go to work. We'll get ready to go work then.
But I'm saying the missing, but your nephew.
So who called the police when you came out? You ain't called the police.
I didn't call no police.
So when you saw the body, what did you do?
Y'all stay in the back. So you and your nephew come out for work in the morning. You see the body. Almost 7. So you seen her alive at 4:15. At 7, she's hanging from the tree and on her knees. Neither one of y'all called the police. Y'all went to work.
But y'all see her titties all out. You gotta understand, this is my sister we talking about. A young lady whose titties exposed.
Where's Lopez?
That's what it is. They say dead. That nigga been gone for now almost down there 2.5 weeks.
Since that happened?
Since that happened.
But they saying he dead, but he's just supposedly gone.
That nigga, he up off, gone. He ain't been around him. That's why all this shit.
So you believe he dead?
I don't. Because like I know something. I'm gonna tell you something. But number one, I don't believe, because number one, I ain't, like I told him, with a proof. Mm-hmm. I ain't seen no proof.
No.
Ain't showed me nothing.
No articles in the paper saying he did. Nobody.
I watch news every morning. I'm a newsman. And I ain't seen nothing on the news period saying about it. Thank you, sir. Yeah. And I watch the missing on Sunday mornings. I watch all the missing. They tell everything.
Our biggest thing with y'all is like, why ain't you call the police?
I know. I don't know.
Like, you see this person. She could have still been alive.
Can you hit pause?
She could have just happened.
So Lopez is the guy that he's saying that he thought that Yo-Yo would have been involved with. But the nephew that was recording said that that Yo-Yo was over there for Mary. Yo-Yo women.
Yeah, because Mary is the next door neighbor. That's the house they was going to later. The big lady, they said.
No, so the arrangement of the house. Oh, the big lady. Yeah, right. Yeah. But no, that's not Mary. Mary is the lady that lives in this same. See, they live behind the house, right?
They said
the house in front of it. No, Mary lives in the house right in front of them with the guy that they just asked him about.
Mm-hmm.
Lopez. Lopez is Mary's uncle. She lives with him. That's the house that Yo-Yo was visiting. But
Right.
now they have both disappeared and gone. But that's crazy because it was a whole nother girl too that got that her picture was put out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now all of a sudden Lopez and Mary is missing. So it sounds like they guilty to me.
No, remember when at the end they go into Mary's house because she said where Mary live. He starts trying to tell her where to go. He like right there to your left, to your right.
No, they was going to the next door, the lady house that actually said was gonna beat Mary's behind. He said that the lady that lived next door is the reason why Mary gone, because that lady got Mary scared. Because she said next time she see Mary, she was gonna kick her butt. Yeah.
Yeah, he did say that. Yep, you're right. But you see, he asked him, "Why didn't you call the police when you come out and see a female like that?" You know, I hear him saying, "You know, you could have saved her," but that man knew she was deceased, and I think he knew she was deceased because he saw what happened to her. You know, this is why I say I'm not gonna say he's lying. I just think he just don't want to be a part of whatever happened because he knows
if he ain't telling the story, he lying. he lying.
But I'm just saying, well,
he lying now.
or omitting the truth because he don't want to be involved. He don't want to have people coming after him. We don't know who did it. You get what I'm saying? He know because he clearly seen it. He was out there at 4:15 in the morning when she was still alive.
He's just as guilty as the people that did it.
Miss V, no, because you see.
No, yes, he is. Yes, he is. If you see a crime and you don't report it, you're just as guilty. You just as bad.
Well, I mean, everybody have their opinion because you have also people that see a crime and just don't want to be involved. They don't want nothing to do with it because then it's going to be people coming after them.
I get it, but that still don't make it right.
It don't make it right, but I'm not going to risk my life, getting into somebody else's stuff. We don't know who did this to her. They could be some serious, dangerous people. Why would he jeopardize his life?
Okay, so let's just say we go by what you said. He said he went in the house. He woke up at 4:15 and he had to go to work, so he went back in the house and getting ready. He didn't hear nothing.
Well, we know he did. That's why I'm saying that I think he just don't want to be involved. That's why he's not telling the whole story. He's not telling what really, really happened because he don't want to get himself involved in it. Because they recording him. You know what I'm saying? They got him on
Let
recording.
me see if I got these pictures.
They have him on recording, asking him all kind of questions because he was, the last one to see her alive. Yeah, he should be, he should choose his words wisely because they're not going to be there to save him if these people come back running to him to take him out because he's bumping his gums.
I don't think he's scared. If he was scared, he wouldn't still be there. He would be gone like Lopez now. I don't think he's scared. He there. He came out. They door wide open. They homeless for real. I'm gonna just be honest. Oh wait. I don't. They don't even strike me as being afraid. His nephew put it online and to further put themselves in danger if he was scared.
No,
they ain't scared.
They're not putting themselves in danger right now because they're not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? If they was telling what happened, that would be putting themselves in danger. But they really not giving her family much information other than, yeah, she was up on the roof. I seen her alive. And then when I came back out 3 hours later, she was hanging from the tree. But I didn't hear nothing. I didn't see nothing. You get what I'm saying? So we know that in between there, he's not telling the truth. You leaving something out because look at the car. So they that didn't silently happen. You get what I'm saying? You didn't smash out all them windows, do all of that to the car, and you heard none of that.
It was a lot of loud screaming and hollering when that was going on. The whole neighborhood should have woke up, to be real.
And that's what I'm thinking. I don't, even when he seen her on the roof, if he seen her on the roof, if that even happened, I'm sure she was in distress, like upset, probably asking for help.
Right. All that. That's what I'm saying. Think about the franticness of somebody that's going through what her car went through. She was in that car. She would have been very afraid. She would have been crying. She would have been probably wanting to get in there. Now let's ask yourself this though.
Hence why
You
she
see
was
a
probably
woman
on the roof trying to get away from
No, but I'm just saying he got a house. Why he didn't offer her to come into his house?
Miss V,
why would you let her stay on the roof?
I hear what you say, and I get it, you know, thinking logically, but when you have people out there that's like, I'm not getting in the middle of that. I'm not getting in that. You know,
yet he's in the middle of it. You're still in the middle of it.
I'm saying though, you know, like he came.
I guess my mind just can't think heinously like this. That's what it is. It just don't make sense.
I can see that happening. You coming out your house seeing a woman going through all people jumping her, because I'm sure it wasn't just one person. You see all. I mean, yes. I probably would have went in my house and called the police. I wouldn't have done it openly, like to get myself involved, but I probably would have went back in my house like I'm minding my business and anonymously called 911 to get her some help. I would have done that, but I don't think I would have just jumped out there. I mean, look at this man. He's an older man. You know, he old school. He's old. He like, I ain't getting in that. Whatever they got going on. And he probably didn't think she was going to end up hanging from no tree 3 hours later. But I'm sure he saw what was going on with her and that she was in distress and needed help. But
I think they was right on her tail.
I do.
They was
was
right behind her on that roof. He's seen all that.
Yes, I do. I agree. I think that he's seen all of that too, which is why he probably don't want to be involved, because he know who did it. He know what happened, and he just don't want to get involved. That's like, you know, like my grandmother, like she 80. She 90 now. She 90 years old. That's like her seeing something happening. She gonna be like, close my window. You know how old people is, and they from the South. They mind their business. Like, close my door, close my window. Don't have nobody coming over here talking about we seen something. You know, that's probably where his mindset is at. Like, oh no, let me go back in my house and mind my business.
Man. Is it right?
No, it's not. But
and see, this is, remember you was asking though, why ain't they going to talk to the people? These the people right here that you was talking about. Yeah. She did go talk to the people, and you see what the people are doing. So that's why you have to get the police involved. That's why they yelling and screaming at the cops, because you can't expect these folks to tell the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's why.
And there's a theory out there where they saying that the police was involved and has something to do with it. And if that narrative is true, that would even explain even more why he would not want to be involved. He don't want to be hanging from a tree.
Yeah, but did you hear how the police got there?
Yeah, they called the police, right? Didn't the sister the police?
Nope. Nobody called the police. Just let it play.
No, not that.
It's coming up.
I'm not. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It could have just happened literally like 5 minutes before. She could have been able to get involved with CPR or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Calm down.
Ain't no telling she could have just happened. You know what I'm saying? It could have just happened literally like 5 minutes before. She could have been able to get involved with CPR or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Calm down.
You gotta get my perspective.
It's a little strange. It's strange.
You know what I'm saying? But it's different when you ain't got shit to do with it. You see somebody in distress, but that's the time.
Y'all could have potentially saved her life. I understand black people and not want to be involved. I get it. But at the same time, you got to look at the family's perspective. You know, y'all could have saved her, could have helped us find out what happened, and everybody just went to work and left her there. So that's just a little strange. That's a red flag for anybody.
Who actually lives in this house?
That's what I'm saying. That's Lopez's house.
So by himself, you don't got nobody else.
So you don't pay rent to him?
That's why I get my rent too. That's Lopez. I stay back here.
I know. I'm saying because if it's his property, so that I was assuming you pay him rent to live here, right?
Yes.
So you said.
So who you gonna keep paying?
Right now, right?
So who you gonna keep paying?
Right now, right when they waiting on the rent man now.
Who's the rent man?
That's some man named Tony.
Who owns the actual house?
He owns it. All is it.
Lopez was just renting from Tony. Gotcha.
And see, and they said, and he's saying Lopez was
but just so I understand, so it was you didn't know about the wife supposedly. So when Yo-Yo was coming over, you thought it was her and Mary. That's the only interaction you knew.
I knew Mary, but I ain't never knew nothing about Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never knew Yo-Yo. Period. I ain't tell everybody. They said, yeah, man, no, got here, Yo-Yo got here. I said, Yo-Yo. I said, who is Yo-Yo? I ain't never seen her a day in my life.
But let me just ask you this.
I know she was saying about the man called the police. I did. Still body
half naked. You know, I'm just saying, like, y'all ain't do, like, y'all couldn't. The thing is, the matter is that your nephew said you saw my sister. First you said you. Your nephew said you saw my sister. First you said you was the last person to talk to her. Then you was the last, and then first person to see her. Like, I get it. It's somebody on their knees and they standing like this and they neck like this. There's no mental.
This is my question, bro. So you seen that at 4:15 a.m. on the road. You say you didn't know nothing about the wife. So who in the house was she into, like trying to get away from to get some peace?
That's what I thought. Lopez.
You didn't hear no arguing.
You thought it was Lopez.
I thought he should have been out. That's what I thought. Who should have been in there? You know what I'm saying?
So she would have been having problems with Lopez. Was Mary in the house at the time?
Mary, I don't know.
Is she here now? Can we speak with her?
Who, Mary?
Yeah.
No, Mary ain't here. Mary ain't been by him. But I'm gonna tell you, the woman next door got Mary scared.
Yeah.
She said she see Mary again, she gonna stomp the shit out of Mary.
What lady right here?
Oh yeah. The big woman.
I don't know.
Right here to the left.
Right on the house, right in the first house.
On the left, right here.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Too much technology out these days
for them not to know
if it's one of us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what Terry told me one time.
Come on now, it don't matter if it's a year from today. You're still gonna pick your ass up.
Yeah.
That's what I tell anybody.
But you know what?
You think Lopez did?
I can't. One thing I can say, I will never know, bro. Cause
who started that rumor that he was dead?
Oh, Mary.
Mary, okay, gotcha. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you one thing. A bit more. Did you tell me one thing?
Yo wouldn't be coming over here if it wasn't for Mary.
That's the link. So that's who she was trying to get away from on the top of the house. Are you aware of who messed up Yo-Yo's car? Who did all that damage to her car?
You don't remember the video?
I see it.
But I would never know all that because I woke up and saw the car like this.
Yeah.
I ain't know it. I ain't know that.
They really said it in y'all lap too by putting it in the back of the house, knowing y'all live.
Hold on a second. See, that's where I gotta differ with the nephew. He said he woke up and saw the car like that. You could not have waking up and seen it like that because the car was out there when you and your uncle came out.
Yeah, he didn't come out at 4:15 with his uncle. He was still asleep. So I mean, he came out when the body was there. Is what it sounded like to me.
The nephew, he recorded.
He recorded her body.
Yes,
that's why I said they lying.
And it was still nighttime. It wasn't daytime when the nephew was recording her.
Now what? That car or her body?
Her body.
Oh, you seen that video?
Yes, it was still date. I mean, it might have been like late morning, but it was still nighttime. That's what I'm saying. It was probably 4 o'clock in the morning or something, but it was nighttime when that nephew was recording it because I seen it on TikTok. It was nighttime. So he can't say that, oh, I didn't see the car until I came out that morning because you the one recorded her hanging from the tree when it was still nighttime. So he recorded her when they put her on the tree. This is why I believe they do know what happened to her. They just don't want to be involved.
Right. He was out there the whole time. He recorded her body and he recorded her car. The body, it was dark. The car is not dark. The sun is coming up.
Yeah.
And it would have been about, when they should have been going to work if they was going to work.
Yeah.
And so this is what I'm saying. They know, and I don't believe they're afraid because the suspects would be Lopez. Let me pull this up because shout out to the NCB because he put these pictures out a long time ago, but I didn't want to have nothing to do with them. But wait a minute. Good Lord. I didn't want to have nothing to do with the pictures, but they are talking, and these are the witnesses, and these are the people that live in those houses or whatever that's on the run. So let me pull that up.
Oh yeah. Oh, so this is Mary and Lopez.
Yeah, this is gonna be Mary and Lopez that I'm about to show you as soon as I get to it. Where the heck is
I
it?
was wondering.
That's what I was doing, trying to grab those pictures. Okay, so this is Mary. Mariana or something.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even see it showing up. Yeah, North Carolina, the NC beat is the one that he contacted the family, and he was able to find out who all of these people were, or the I think he did contact the sister.
NC Beats.
Gerald of the NC beat. Okay, and then this is Lopez, and they got these last names like the Roaches, but they black, or I don't know what they are. They ain't black. They from somewhere else. But this is Lopez, an old man too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, them people, they don't want nothing to do with that. They ran.
Yeah, but they would have been the suspect. She was at their house. That's who house she was at. And then this is actually, and up until I seen these videos, I thought this was the girl that Yo-Yo was involved with.
Now, who is this?
She is the NCB posted her too, saying that she was at the house. And I thought Gerald said this. I know for a fact Gerald said this is the girl that she was involved with. And she even, this girl, right, this is a girl I believe that she was involved with. I don't know if she was at the house or not, but she went to jail for jumping on Yo-Yo. And there's papers to prove it. She jumped on her, had a domestic violence charge. And they believe that 10 days later, Yo-Yo's dead. So this is the chick that was fighting her. So I don't know. They're saying Mary, but that's not what was being said. But now they saying Mary. So I don't know which female she was involved with, but if I was to listen to Gerald, I'm gonna go with this one. And I'm gonna go with this one anyway, because she looked just like the other woman that was at the protest saying that was her wife, which is the other chick that they're talking about. It's a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? She had, I mean, obviously she wasn't with the wife no more. I don't know if she's with the wife anymore or not, but she was with this chick. This chick had just got out of jail.
Who's her wife?
Her wife, I got a picture of her, but I don't have it in here.
Okay.
Her wife, and I don't even know if they was married or.
If you said Yo-Yo would have only been around here hanging out with Mary.
But look at this though. What Gerald wrote: Sierra Michelle Pender, Yolna's girlfriend. Yeah. This is supposed to be her girlfriend. This female, I don't know why they saying that maybe the girlfriend wasn't there no more. She was in jail and she was still coming over there kicking it with Mary because the girl was in jail.
Yeah, the nephew said whenever Yo-Yo's around here, she's around here hanging out with Mary. So maybe her and Mary was just friends.
Maybe, but they never mentioned this chick, which is the chick that she actually was involved with.
Right.
According to, and so this also is the house that they was at. This looking like Sanford and Son.
In the back. This is the front of the house where she was hanging from in the back. Okay.
And this is the front of the house to the back of the house of the people that we listening to.
I see the house back there.
And so her car was allegedly behind them on the other flip side of this.
Right. So that's
they lying, man.
Right. So that's why I say.
And then this is the nephew. This the one that did all the recording.
Oh, that's not the same person right there he talking to?
No, that's the older man. That's the uncle. That's his uncle.
No. That's not the same.
He out there. He's out there,
He don't look the same. Oh, well, maybe because he got a hat on in the video.
He looked the same. He don't have no hat on here. He looks smaller. He looked bigger here. He looked bigger here. He really ain't that big.
Same person that they talking to in the backyard.
That's him. Yep. And then it's funny because when she confronted him about the video of him disrespecting her and all that, you see the big smile on his face, like this dude, all that woofing, he is not tough. But anyway, these the people we talking about.
Right.
All credits go to Gerald or the NC Beat. I don't know these people, but these are the people that lived in those residents.
But he did say, but come on now, y'all was talking about my son. Well, the guy mentioned my son, so that's what made
No, he didn't mention his son, and that's why I didn't even show it. But I could. Matter of fact, let me show it.
He gonna say it in this to her when she say that.
Yeah, he gonna say it, but I'm gonna show you the picture he talking about. He mad about this picture, and it ain't even that serious. His son's face is blurred out. You can play it though. You can go ahead and finish playing.
Go back there. That's some fucked up shit.
My sister crack gonna come out.
Yeah.
I won't go off till about 8 o'clock in the morning.
But this particular night, so you was the last one still alive, 4:15. You come back out at 7, and she's dead.
When I came out,
and she told you she was trying to get some peace and get some sleep.
She said she trying to get some sleep. They take that at me. He said if she would have asked you to put the light up, would you do? I said yeah. And she would have said yes, put the light up.
She was just trying to get away from somebody, just get some peace.
Supposed to be in the house.
Yeah.
It's his house. That's what he the one in the house.
Gotcha.
But he didn't even bring his ass out, man.
Gotcha.
No. The police was the police just came because Jit called for Uncle Truck, bitch.
Oh, okay.
No, I wonder why that police.
I was too.
He came up in the yard and talked to me.
Yeah.
And he was like, "It's 10:23."
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, we have got a call from him. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm on the phone with little Larry, so I know you. I couldn't call your ass.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So Claudia walked out the door.
The police don't care about black life, so they ain't really trying to investigate it. But we gonna be back. We appreciate y'all letting us come back, bro. We gonna be.
But you know what?
You think Lopez did?
I can't. One thing I can say, I will never know, bro. Cause
who started that rumor that he was dead?
Oh, Mary.
Mary. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate y'all, brother.
Did you tell me one thing? Yo would be coming over here if it wasn't for Mary.
That's the link. So that's what she was trying to get away from on the top of the house. Are you aware of who messed up Yo-Yo's car? Who did all that damage to her car?
You don't look at the video?
I see it.
But I would never know all that because I woke up and saw the car like this.
Yeah.
I ain't know it. I ain't know that.
They really said it in y'all lap too by putting it in the back of the house, knowing y'all live back there. That's some fucked up shit.
I was saying, like, damn, they trying to like set me up. Yeah. My cousin even said, "Hey, cuz."
Yeah, that was a dirty thing. Then y'all come out. I get y'all initial fear. Motherfuckers just didn't want to be involved. I know. But as black men, y'all could have. But as black men, y'all could have saved her life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We could have put that. I didn't know what he was fine. And so see what she was like. Because Lopez always kept that damn light on, man.
And he always kept the light on. And then this particular night, it's out.
My sister crack gonna come out.
Yeah.
I won't go off till about 8 o'clock in the morning.
But this particular night, so you was the last one still alive, 4:15. You come back out at 7, and she's dead.
When I came out,
and she told you she was trying to get some peace and get some sleep.
She said she trying to get some sleep. They take that at me. He said if she would have asked you to put the light up, would you do? I said yeah. And she would have said yes, put the light up.
She was just trying to get away from somebody. Just get some peace.
Lopez supposed to be in the house.
Yeah.
It's his house. That's what he the one in the house.
Gotcha.
But he didn't even bring his ass out, man.
Gotcha.
No. The police was the police just came because Jit called for Uncle Truck, bitch.
Oh, okay.
Hit pause.
And I wonder why that police.
Hit pause. Did you hear him? You hear him? The police was never called.
No, he said the police said they got a call. No, he said the police came. They said they got a call
for somebody's truck.
Oh.
The police came because somebody called about somebody's uncle's truck. Didn't have nothing to do with Yo-Yo.
Right.
Nothing. Run it back a little bit. I want to make sure everybody can hear that because they never called, man. Nobody called.
Yeah, because his sister.
No, it's right there. It was right there where we was at. They had just said it.
We just came because Jit called for Uncle Truck, bitch.
Oh, okay.
See, Jit called for his Uncle Truck.
He came up in the yard and talked to me.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's 10:23.
That's our sister right there.
I didn't do that. Every article got my name on it. You calling me bitches and hoes and everything, but you.
Yeah, because I'm mad as fuck. Like, okay, the nigga took a picture of my son and put that bitch up there.
So who you talk to the man? You talk to him.
Talk to him.
So why you throwing it out on me?
Because he telling me y'all post the shit.
Who is y'all? He the one who owns that company.
I swear to God, I called his ass. I talked to his ass. What the hell? he told me, I'm not taking you down.
You gotta do that on him.
Did you see that picture?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? Oh,
I don't know.
Yes. So he. Oh, what this buffering?
That ain't on her. We don't need. I understand your feelings, but we can't direct that toward her sister. So we spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, it ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah.
Mary, that's your home. That's her home girl.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why.
You know where she be? Where can we find Mary?
You be standing right motherfucking door
outside.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, it ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah.
Mary, that's your home. That's her home girl.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why.
You know where she be? Where can we find Mary?
You be standing right motherfucking door
outside.
Usually she's beat up from goddamn 6 in the morning to goddamn. That woman got her scared.
So her and Lopez have been ghosts since this happened.
You talking about right here across the street or right
now? Come on, we'll walk. We'll find it. Thank y'all, brother. Y'all have a good day, bro. I appreciate y'all being willing to talk to us. For sure. I'll probably pop back up before I get out just to holler at y'all. All right, fam. Gotcha.
Boy, this thing tripping. Thanks y'all for tuning in with us. I appreciate y'all being here. Please smash the thumbs up if you haven't.
Yeah, she said it. The heavyset lady. Let me get up.
Orlando police.
So this is the picture that he was ranting and raving about, that he was so angry about. I mean, the face is blurred out. I guess that was the only good picture Gerald could find. But that is the picture that he was angry about. And then this is the girl.
North Carolina Beats posted his son?
Yeah. The North Carolina Beat is the one who put out the whole story with their pictures. Because, like I said, he contacted the family, or they got in contact somehow. They found out who they was, and he put their pictures out. And this is the same girl that Sierra, that's supposed to be her girlfriend. She 21 years old. It says booked on 9/18/2023, and it was for domestic, right there. And then this is a better picture of her. I didn't even get a chance to crop this, but allegedly this is the female and then the one that she called wife is light skinned, look like her, kind of favor her. She's prettier. She's pretty in the face, the one that she called wife, but she a big girl. And so I don't know why they saying Mary so much. Like, that's why she was there. Like, she would have been with that chick. But like I said, this chick was in jail for a minute. So maybe she kept going over there with Mary. Maybe they got cool. Maybe they didn't. The girl get home. They get into a fight and she's gone. It's crazy.
So you think it's just the girlfriend?
Huh? No, I think everybody involved. I mean, everybody to me is involved.
Yeah, I do think it was definitely more than one person.
Yeah, they all jumped her or something.
Yes,
maybe all the females did. Maybe the guys didn't. Maybe the guys held her back. You don't know what role they play, but these people is lying for a reason. The nephew, if he would have never recorded, then we couldn't even say that certain things didn't happen. Right. Though in his recording, and the sister been there, she said it was 2 ladders up to the house too at one point, because I seen another picture. And that lady said them ladders wasn't there. So I feel like they created a story, tried to make it make sense. Oh, she was on the roof trying to get some rest. And come on, dude. That they story, none of it makes sense what they said.
So originally, right, when NC Beats dropped it about the nephew, why did he post the nephew? What was his what was he saying about the nephew that he needed to post the nephew?
He posted him because he posted her body on social media.
He was just saying this is the guy that posted the video of her body.
Yeah, and he was going in on him too. Like, he posted her body and didn't call 911. That dude and this is what's funny.
It's like,
he's sitting up here. mad about his picture, his son on a picture, but you posted this woman's dead body and you okay with that, like in that position. The nerve of this guy. Make sense.
And still no, not giving the family no answers, but yet you got all this video.
All the video. Then turn around. I should put her back up there. You know, he didn't. No remorse. No remorse. That's the thing. You see how they are? How when they talking is just like they don't have no emotions at all.
No empathy.
Nothing. That's why I'm like, man, they know way more than what they saying. Now, let me ask you this. What cop go to the scene, see these characters, and don't take them into the interrogation room? Come on, man. I want to take them into the interrogation room. I mean, seriously, they called this a self-unaliving off of witness statements. Do you know that they said that witnesses said? I want to know what witnesses they talked to.
I was about to say that because nothing.
Yeah.
Them two guys just said the uncle and the nephew. They didn't say anything about her doing that to herself. She didn't have no rope in her hand when she was on the roof. He didn't say that not once. She said, I'm gonna get some sleep.
Nothing. Wasn't tripping about the fact that it happened. Nothing. You standing right next to the tree. They come out, probably come stare at the tree. I mean, they right there at the tree. Y'all don't have nothing. Just don't.
Nothing.
Come on,
went on to work. You just went on to work after seeing a naked woman hanging from a tree. You just went on to work.
I question if they got a job living like Sanford and Son.
And the nephew, you know he lying because his video told on him because he recorded her when it was nighttime. So you was clearly up.
They both was up. They know what happened. The uncle told us he was up. The nephew, we know he was up because he was recording. So make that make sense, guys. It sounds like to me, and the uncle even said it, I was the last to see her alive. So tell us more, sir. What did you do? Because you just said you was the last one to see her alive. The killer should have been the last person to see her alive. We know she didn't do that to herself. Shout out to Nexie. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, man, these people is crazy. Growing what I eat. He probably left already. Thanks for coming in.
Neva said, do you think that it was a robbery, fake fire alarm? She said, could it be
a robbery?
Robbery, fake fire alarms.
I think she posted that when we was talking about the fire alarms in the buildings, because that's the only time we talked about fire alarms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was posted a long time ago. But girl, absolutely insane. I mean, I don't know. So you feel like they know more, but you don't think they did anything.
Right. I think they know everything. I think they know exactly what happened to her, but they just don't want to be involved.
But one thing, though,
because they don't want to be next.
One thing I can't ignore, though, is that her sister didn't say that she was beat up, though. It ain't like she was beat up or anything like that. And you would think she would, with the way that her car was, once they got able to get a hold of her, you think they would have taken her out. So that part don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me that she didn't have any type of bruises or wounds or anything if she was running from somebody.
What did her autopsy say?
I haven't heard nothing about her autopsy yet.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing about her autopsy. They called it self-unaliving. They probably ain't even do no autopsy. I think I did hear that the family was gonna get an independent autopsy.
Yeah, sister said something about an autopsy.
Well, yeah, but man, it don't make sense. It don't make sense that she didn't have no type of cut, bruise. Like her face, she should have been beat up if they was really coming after her like that. So what made them stop at her car?
And wait, when he seen her on the roof, he didn't say she was naked on the roof, right?
No, but she wasn't naked. Her breast was just hanging out and her pants was
Well, I'm saying he didn't say nothing about her not having on a top. When she was on the roof, he just said she wanted to get some. Well, he did say. He asked her if she needed help, and she said no. She just wanted to get sleep.
And then he said if she would have asked me to move the ladder, I would have moved the ladder and all of this stuff like that. I don't know. It don't make sense at all. It's a lot of unanswered questions. Like I said,
Yep.
it is odd that she wasn't beat to a pulp. If they gonna beat her car up like that, why? I mean, because I imagine that she was in the car. Now, are we to believe that Yo-Yo did this to her own car out of anger and then went and jumped off the roof?
Right.
Because that's the only thing that would explain her not having being beat up. Because where did she run to? If she was there, it just don't make none of it makes sense. The self unaliving definitely don't make sense. And then I mean, Steven believes that Mary knows what happened, so that's it. It just none of it makes sense.
I
Though I'm
can't
gonna
wait
just be
I
honest.
can't wait until they find Mary. Not Mary. Talk to that next door neighbor who house they was heading to.
They went and talked to her. They just didn't record it. Because his phone was dying. So they had the most important part, which was them.
No,
so
they
that
talked
is
to that
crazy.
next door neighbor too, though, where they was going to see what she
Right. Why did she didn't what was up with Mary? Why didn't she like her like that?
And why Mary ran? Why Mary scared to come back around?
I think Mary ain't studying that neighbor. She left because of the bull crap that happened with the stuff that happened with Yo-Yo. That's where I think
like,
Mary and them got out of there.
Like, I ain't going back around there. I ain't getting my again, like I said earlier, because they like I ain't getting involved in that.
They hanging around all these sketchy folks,
they probably
though. Like,
know exactly who did it and what happened, and they just don't want to be involved. That's what it's looking. That's what it's giving to me. That they just don't want to be involved.
I don't know. Did you want to pull up your story? I guess we done beat this like a horse. I guess I don't know, but hey, I mean, it just don't make sense to me though. Like when I start thinking about the fact that she just it don't make sense that she didn't have bruises. I'm saying she didn't. Did you see my video of her the funeral short when her sister was doing her makeup?
No. Oh no.
It should be in that playlist.
No, I probably did see it, but wait, she was.
But I would like for you to pull that up. Let me see. Let me look and see if I got it.
She was showing her deceased sister in the casket.
Yeah, her sister did her makeup and her makeup.
Why?
Yes.
No, I'm
did
saying.
Did you say why or why?
Yeah, why? Why did her sister post that though? Like she said something. What she said?
Girl, she it wasn't. I mean, she was proud of that. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I screenshot what she said, but I don't remember what she said.
Oh no!
But she posted that. Hold on, I'm about to.
You're about to put up a deceased body again.
I'm about to show it to you. I mean, I wouldn't have posted it if it looked like she sleep. When I looked at it, I looked at it as wow, she is strong to be able to do that because I already had heard that she worked at a mortuary. The guy Steve, when he was going off that day, he was even saying it, that she was like saying something about she worked at a morgue. So she does this, and she was able to do it for her sister. And so I guess it was like a proud moment for her.
So she was showing it on live though. See, that's what I'm saying. Just like
do you have my channel still put up, or you got rid of it?
It's still there. It's just I don't
okay, so back out of it.
Dead body.
It ain't. She don't look dead though.
But she still.
She looks like sleep.
We know she dead though. You know they.
I know, but it ain't gruesome. Them Kanika Jenkins pictures, no, it don't look nothing like that.
I seen it. That's what I'm telling you. I seen it already, and I hurried up off of it when I saw it on your channel.
Oh, I thought you just told me you didn't see it.
I said I did.
I did. Girl, I thought you said no.
No, I saw it. But let me see. Oh God, it came right up too. It's playing
pull
music,
it up.
But it's playing music.
Yeah.
You know that, right? You got music playing.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay because I know that song
goes. Just mute the music.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I contemplated if I was gonna post that or not, and then I was like, well, shoot, she put it online,
No,
and it
I
don't
get
look
it.
bad. Like I wouldn't have did the gruesome. Like I can't stand to look at the Kanika Jenkins pictures. Those are horrifying, and I just people are desensitized. Like that's too much. But this
I
was
think just
decent to
even
me.
going on live, doing this period is too much with these with this
It's a
sister.
lot.
I wouldn't have never done that. Like that's
No,
personal.
I
Like
wouldn't.
yeah, that's personal.
But
Like
it was a proud moment for her, I guess, because she
well,
do it for a living, so she don't look
but to
at
put
dead
it on
people
a
like
but
everybody
put it
do, I guess.
right. But that's what I'm saying is personal. So why? I mean to each his own. But I
Right. Can
just
you make it big?
yeah.
Miss V, if it's rude and unaliving, do they still do an autopsy or is it a police call? I really don't know. I don't think so because the sister said they didn't even want to do a RAPE kit on her. The sister was like, her breast is exposed, her pants unzipped. We need a kit. So then they end up saying that they would, but I don't know for procedure. I would think that they won't do an autopsy if they ruled it that. That's what they trying to get out of paying insurance money, ruling it, and they not. I mean, admitting to their wrong because of the history of it. Did you hit? You can hit play because it ain't gonna be
Okay.
saying nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. So what this is it is just her. Oh, I thought you said mute.
Yeah, I did have it muted, but when I pressed play, it went.
Yeah, so this is her sister doing her makeup, and this is what she does for a living. I don't know if she just works there or if she's a part owner of it or anything like that. But a lot of people kept saying, "Why is her casket open? Why is it open?" This
Well, she
video
might,
so
she
far.
might, she might not have to work there because when my baby sister passed, God bless her soul, her best friend who does hair and makeup, she went and did her makeup and stuff for her and her hair.
Yeah, that's true. But I believe she does work there, work at a
Oh, okay.
mortuary. She not that one probably, but she does work at one because that guy told us that in his video. Because the sister was saying that she worked there. And so her casket was open, though people were asking me that on TikTok. And I believe it was open because she was being transported to the funeral. She wasn't about to go to the burial. But so many people was asking that. And on TikTok, this video, last time I looked, it has 76K views on that video. And they covered it. They put that sensitive thing on it because I guess because people were saying stuff. Shout out to Nexie. Thank you so much, Puzzle Pieces, for the super sticker. I appreciate that, man. Hold on, where is Snoop Dogg so he can say thank you too? Shout out to Nexie. Shout out to you, Nexie. I thank you so much. I appreciate you. And again, please smash that thumbs up. If you hear on the replay, we need y'all to smack the thumbs up, y'all. Please. Okay. Did you want to pull your story up?
I could just
You
share my
there?
screen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. It's there now?
Let me share my screen. Okay, I have to refresh now because I've been having it sitting here, and I think it was playing.
Okay, that's cool. So we talking about a
Okay, so
17-year-old.
Let me pause it for a second. All right, you could pull it up. This is let me go to his picture. Oh, that's on my other site. Dang, I have a picture of him, but I can't. I'm on your stream thing.
They'll show him in the video too.
Oh yeah. Let me pause it. I'm trying to. Okay. So we have this is 17-year-old Brandon Depper. I know I'm butchering his last name, but he goes to he's a senior in high school in Florida, and he was arrested for beating down his, they are saying teacher, but this is not his teacher. She was the teacher assistant. And he said she took his Nintendo Switch from him. Now, I don't know if you want me to play this video. It's no sound or anything.
No, I
Yeah,
want you to
because
play the fight
right,
because they
because
gon' yeah, they gonna trip
even
on
though
that.
they got it blurred, you still literally see that he beats her down. So I'll just give you the description. They said he punched her and knocked her out. He didn't punch her. He speed kicked her and she flew across the floor and she was knocked unconscious. And then he ran over there and jumped on her and started pounding on her and stomping her. Even when they came to get him off of her, girl, he just started stomping her with his feet and everything.
Girl,
I mean,
that's crazy.
it was a mess. Now, what they're leaving out in most articles that I've read, what they're leaving out is that this kid suffers from mental disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the spectrum and he has anger, behavioral problems, that so much so that he attends a facility for children and young adults. Not at the school, but a whole nother facility is where he lives for children like him that deals with these issues and on the spectrum.
That's crazy.
So saying that, I say that to say they're trying to charge this kid as an adult for what he did, and he's facing 30 years in prison for what he did to this teacher. And I just have to say, I feel like this teacher, if he said she said she didn't take his Nintendo Switch. So basically, he just ran out of the classroom after you in the hallway like this, what y'all see right here. In the hallway, he ran out the classroom into the hallway, speed kicked you in the back, slammed you to the ground, and started pounding on you like that for no reason. It just, nothing happened. He just did that for nothing. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. Something triggered this kid, and you taking his Nintendo Switch is what triggered him. I feel like these schools need to get better teachers in the school system that is certified and have the right degrees to deal with children of this on this magnitude. Because if you know that this kid is already dealing with behavioral issues and anger issues and he's on the spectrum, why would you trigger him? You would, if you're his teacher, you already know his triggers. So I probably would have went and got security first, brought them to the classroom, tried to redirect his behavior. Like, we're not supposed to have the Nintendo Switch in the classroom. Can I hold it until after class and I'll give it back to you? And of course he's probably going, no. He'll probably be saying that. And I'll go, there's going to be consequences if you don't give me. And, you have to learn how to talk to these kids. I'm just trying to choose my words wisely because I know there's people out there that's going to say, don't defend this. He should have never did that. What happened to the teacher is horrible. He did beat the crap out of her. But we can't ignore the fact that he already deals with mental disabilities, that he goes he's in a special facility because of his disability. For
that purpose. Trying to charge him as if he's a normal 17-year-old that knew what he was doing. His mind is not developed right. If you worked at one of these facilities, if they worked at one of these facilities and one of these people attacked them, they are not even supposed to fight them back.
That's the point.
So why is it any different
She
with
wasn't
him? I
even
mean, it was
supposed
the
to touch him,
opposite.
Miss V. She wasn't even supposed to touch him. That's what I'm trying to get at. She should have never even touched him, took nothing from him or anything. You know his trigger. You know what's this gonna do, what's gonna happen. That's why you have to, that's why I say these schools, they just throw these teachers in there and they're not certified, don't know how to talk to these kids, don't even know how to work with children on this of this magnitude, and then they go and want to put this boy up on all these media outlets calling him the Hulk. Listen to this.
Right, I know, hawking student.
Yeah, the hawking Florida teen who beat a female teacher unconscious after his Nintendo Switch video game was confiscated at school, pleaded guilty to the shocking crime on Monday and faces up to 30 years behind bars. And he's only 17, and they charging him as an adult.
They shouldn't be charging him as an adult, and I question if they should be charging him at all because he's not competent.
Exactly.
How is he even competent to stand trial? But the thing is, see, when they want to vilify somebody even more, they'll do headlines like this. Yes. Florida teacher savagely beaten unconscious by a 270-pound autistic student.
Wait, no, they didn't even say he was autistic. They even, some of the...
No, I'm actually reading one. I'm actually reading, yeah.
It's like 1 or 2 articles that's actually giving you in-depth detail, letting you see that this kid had issues already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's in the facilities. They know he got issues.
Right. And she was not his teacher. We got to keep that in mind too. So she didn't work with him on a daily basis. She was a teacher assistant.
No, but I seen a video yesterday. I heard this lady say that she was not the person that took it from him. No, she said I didn't take it from him. The other lady did.
She said that, and this is why I say I don't believe her. He didn't do that. She did it. She did it.
No, what I'm saying is the lady said she was not the one that took the switch from him. Or no, she said it wasn't a switch involved. I just seen the video.
I saw that. I read that in an article. Yeah, I read that in an article where one of the teachers said that but from what I was reading, they were going off of what she said. She said, I didn't take it from him. She said this in court to the judge. She was not the teacher that took his switch from him, that there was never a Nintendo Switch involved. Like trying to make it seem like this kid just targeted her. He just ran out of the classroom and just speed kicked her, jumped on her, and beat her up for no apparent reason.
Do you have that video of her speaking? Because I don't.
No, I don't have her speaking, but the news is talking about it, and they're saying in that video, it's a video, but they're saying that the teacher said that she did not take the Nintendo Switch from him. She was in court saying it to, giving it. They don't let you hear it. They're just telling you what's going on, but you could see him in the courtroom, the teacher in the courtroom, and they talk about the judge said he got to stay within 500 feet of the teacher and all of that stuff. But my thing is, these are the things they want to try to make you focus on, but I'm focusing on the facts. The fact that you was not even his teacher, so you don't know his triggers. You should have never been in that classroom taking nothing from him. And that's why I think she's trying to clean it up and say, I didn't take no Nintendo Switch from him, but he said you did. He said,
but that's just it. What's the story? What's the true story?
He said, Brandon said she took his Nintendo Switch from him.
And they don't have cameras or nothing to prove what happened in that classroom.
That's her word against his. But
that is not good.
Is the video surveillance in the school hallway, because that's the hallway. You don't see what happened in the classroom. This is why I believe him. She took that Nintendo Switch, walked out of that classroom, and he ran behind her. And he probably was screaming, give me my Twitch. Give me my game back.
Did she have a game in her hand when she was on the ground?
You can't see because he was on her. And the way he beat, you seen the video of the way he beat her, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, Miss V, I saw the whole thing. No, that baby, I'm not going to call him no baby because, I'm just saying baby because he's a kid. But he is a big boy, and he he beat the crap out of her, but she was unconscious, so she didn't feel that, but she
feel it now. I tell you.
That's what I'm saying. She felt it when she woke up, but yeah, because he stomped her and everything. He stomped her at least 5 or 6 times. Because even after they got him off of her, he was still stomping her with his feet. He fell onto the floor and he was still kicking her in anger, like still kicking and swinging his feet, trying to still attack her.
Wow. I mean, is it so you don't believe her story? And okay, so he says she took her.
Yeah, not that I don't believe her story. I just don't think she's telling the full story, because these teachers not going to tell you the way they talk to these kids or how arrogant they be when they come at the kids. So when you're dealing with a child like that, you have to be a little delicate. You can't be, just his reaction to me, working in the education field and seeing this and having a grandson of autism myself, but he had behavioral issues when he was younger. He's much older now, but I've dealt with similar situations like that. Not him ever touching a teacher, but the aggression of things being taken from him and his reaction. And when they used to call me into the school to meet with them, they would always leave out what happened, what the trigger was, but they would go, yeah, he did this, and look at this, look at this, look at what he did. I'll walk into the classroom, I'll see a whole, like a tornado hit it. And they'll go, yeah, he did all of this by himself. And I'll go, but what happened before that? Something triggered this.
I feel like autism classroom, children like that, or they should have cameras in their classroom. No, you can't just come running out in the hallway and we see the aftermath. What happened before that? But and then the classroom has all the kids are autistic. So are they gonna take their word? Whose word? What really happened? How do we know? They should have body cams or something. Honestly, you're dealing with this. He is a big kid, 200 some pounds. The woman did get beat down.
And he stands 6'6". He's really tall too.
They shouldn't even be entertaining putting him in a prison. It should be like somewhere to get help or something with his anger, maybe. The psychiatric ward, maybe. I don't know.
Look at this, Miss V. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna mute it because it's nothing. It's just the
Wait, they fighting?
No.
And whose video is this? Because they be...
No. I'm taking that. I'm not even playing that video. I'm about to take that down. But I want you to see this. Because it's nothing. It's just
I don't know why this thing keep popping off of my dang on Bluetooth. But what video? Whose video is it that you pulling up?
It's nobody's video. It's from the him in court. It's on the what's the name?
Right.
You see it down there? It's no sound. It's nothing.
But now
you see it now?
So it is a video.
No, I said it's from the court, from him in the courtroom. I wanted you to just see this. I wanted you to see when he comes into the courtroom, and this boy don't know what's going on. I'm just muting it. But this is the actual when he went to court. And that's the teacher. See, she's in there talking. She's gonna see how he don't even want to come out. That's what I wanted you to see.
He's a kid. Look at him.
He's a kid.
He's a big kid, but he's a kid.
Yeah, he's just a big boy. But he's a child. The teacher aide is in the court too. This is where she's telling the judge that she didn't take the switch. She's not the teacher that took it, she's saying. I don't believe her. I just don't believe her.
So that's what she's saying in this video?
Yeah, she tells, yes. Yeah.
Can you pull up a news video just so we can hear what the news is saying? No, one that we can listen to and what they saying. Because I don't know what they're...
And you can listen to what they say to him in the court.
If it's a news video, yeah. Long as it ain't another creator's video.
That's the end of it. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
It's just him in the courtroom. That's as far as that went. The judge told him he got to stay.
But she talked right here because this is the part I heard.
Yeah,
play this part.
Okay.
That's the part I want to hear.
Does this make you feel a little bit more safer, if you will?
Somewhat, yes. I just want to make sure this just doesn't ever happen to anybody else ever again. Yes.
Can you share with us just a little bit about your recovery, how you're feeling, that kind of thing?
It's slow. Every day is just a new day.
Being in there, was that kind of frightening, even though you're surrounded by a lot of police and such, but seeing
It'd
him?
be frightening for anybody, yes. Yeah. But thank you.
Thank you, sweet.
What do you think would be an appropriate punishment for him?
I can't even,
Yeah.
I couldn't even guess on that one. I won't even speculate.
And I know you want to clarify, you did not take his game away.
No, there was no device taken away. Not at all. It was the teacher that was threatening to not have it being utilized at school. I had nothing to do with it.
It was the teacher threatening
Miss
for it
B,
not to
see
be
what I'm talking
utilized.
about? You see what I mean? She took that boy's Twitch from her, and it took out threatening. And did you see how she's trying to really choose her words wisely and watch what she say? Because she know, and then you can't deal if you got a kid like this, and you know he's dealing with disabilities like this. They probably just, I'm gonna take that right now. If you don't put it away, I'm gonna take it right now. Instead of being a little bit more delicate, you gotta. If you're not trained in that field, you shouldn't be working with kids like that.
Yeah, and if you have low patience, you shouldn't either.
She
And
don't
if
even
you're
got
afraid
patience
of
to
them,
sit
you
there and talk
shouldn't
to the
either.
news people. She like want to get away
Yeah,
from them so quick too.
she definitely had an attitude with the
Yes.
news. It seemed like to me,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, But then it could be just she angry. Maybe she angry because of what happened. But
Yeah, but then
I'm
she
still
chuckles.
trying to
But then she
digest what she
chuckles.
said.
But then she chuckles when she says, when he asks, "What do you think the punishment will be?" I don't even wanna. Because you know what she wanted to say. She just knows she can't say that because she's talking about a child at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she definitely want to know what she want. Like, I
Right.
mean, that's a question that you could give us an answer to.
Thank you, puzzle pieces. Look, puzzle
What?
pieces said, I'm gonna just say what's not being said. Color is the problem. That part.
She paused. Yeah, she did pause. It's like she was like, it don't make sense. I'm still trying to really dissect what she just said.
Because
She said it was the other person threatening to take it away. Is that what it is? So
Mm-hmm. So what was the threat? When you threaten somebody, what you saying and how you saying it matters.
they shouldn't be allowed to have a Nintendo Switch if it's a classroom.
Well, they can anyway, but I will say this. When my grandson was younger, when he
and that's how it should be, Nexie.
When he would go to school, and there's things he know he can't have, they would make exceptions, especially if it was something triggering. Like they'll go, oh, you know what? He can bring it. He can have it. Like for instance, right? They couldn't bring their own foods from outside to the school, but he had a schedule, a routine. Every morning, after breakfast, I would pack him like blueberries, diced strawberries, different fruits in a Ziploc bag that he would take to school with him and eat with his breakfast in school. And he had a teacher that was like, wouldn't let him have it. She would see him take it out of his lunchbox and tell him, no, you can't have that, put it back. And that was a trigger. He would have a horrible day that entire day, which would mean, when I say that, I mean, he's giving her problems all day. Because of that, he's not going to have a good day. So we would have meetings, and the end result was the principal said, let him have the fruit. It's not that big of a deal. It's just fruit.
Right. I mean, God. So I mean,
that's what
listen,
I mean when I
know they be lying,
teachers,
so it is possible.
Sometimes these teachers, and it's the way they do it too. If you know you dealing with a child like that, you just can't doing things like that is going to trigger him.
Yeah,
So
they
why
definitely
do
should
it?
know. That's crazy. Yeah, that's true.
And then
They
he
could
ended
have
up,
calmed it by not
yes.
they
And
went
this is how I
overboard.
know, because my grandson ended up having to go to a school for autism, right? Because that was public school he was having those issues in. But I mean, they was very accommodating over the 2 years, for the first 2 years. But then it was like, okay, I wanted him out of the school, out of the public school, and wanted him where he can get what he needs. You know what I'm saying? And be structured and work with real licensed teachers that know how to work with a child on like him. You get what I'm saying? And when he went to the new school, I found out so many things. They're not even supposed to touch the kid.
You said they not supposed to?
They not even supposed to touch them at all. The teacher will get fired for being aggressive towards the child or anything. That's why
I know it's like that for the people that work with them.
But
so I don't know why this is different.
Here, because he's in a regular public school, but he lives in a facility for kids, young adults.
Oh, this boy is in a regular public school?
Yes, that's a public school.
Why would they have him in a regular public school?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I've been trying to say. It's the school.
That don't even.
You can't have teachers.
I didn't know it was a regular school.
Yes, that's why I'm saying that. Like,
can you pull up that video in a private chat?
Okay, you can't have teachers working with children like him and then don't that's not certified.
I did not know. That's the one piece I missed, because I thought you said he went to a school for autism and he lived at a school for or a place for autism.
Yes, he lives in a facility
what the heck?
And young adults that's like
me.
him, but he goes to that school. So I guess they bus him to school every day, to the regular public school, where he's probably going through the child study team, because there's another video I watched where they did his whole breakdown. Well, I didn't watch it, I read it, where they did his whole breakdown of his IEP, the child study team. So when they start talking like that, that's public school.
Why do he live anywhere other than with his parents?
Because of his behavior. And his autism.
So if his behavior is too bad to live with his own parents, why is he in a regular public school?
That's my point. Like
that don't make sense.
What's her name? Puzzle Pieces said they don't care. It's the color. They don't care. That's why they trying to charge him as an adult. They think, this is like a kid that would you want to just sweep up under the rug, get rid of him. He's a bad seed. Get rid of him instead of trying to help.
What in the world?
I got your video down there.
Okay, that's just a video of this because I didn't follow this or nothing. I want to hear an official video.
Yes, Puzzle Pieces. The new school my grandson had ended up going to, they had cameras everywhere, the hallway, the classroom, everywhere but the bathroom. And they used to send video to you to an app so that the parents can see what their child day is like in the classroom. You can always go right to that app and see what they do.
Right, like a dog daycare.
Yeah. You want me to start now?
Yeah.
Okay. Brutal attack in a Florida high school where a student allegedly beat a staffer after she took away his video game console. Our Emily Ikeda has the details. I want to warn you that some of the video may be disturbing.
Oh, they might show it. I don't
care. Florida high school under the microscope after a brutal attack on a teacher's aide. It happened Tuesday, all caught on camera. You first see her walk into view. Then she's attacked from behind.
What's under her coat? What's she holding under her coat?
The paraprofessional falls to the ground unconscious.
I thought you didn't want to see this. This is the same video I was going to show earlier. That's why
I didn't know they was about to do all that. God,
the one I got is blurred. It's blurred. His face is blurred and she's blurred. Oh, this one is blurred too. Oh, they do have them blurred.
Yeah, move it forward a little bit. Like, God damn, do we gotta keep? Hold on. Wait. Before you do that, hold on. Because I just want to hear what they saying. God damn, he's throwing her.
Like that, girl, but he ain't finished. He's not done. That's what I'm saying. When you see the anger coming from this kid, this teacher did something to him now. Come on now. She
But
not
I
didn't
wanted
take nothing from him. When this boy
one thing
reacted
that
like
I
this to her,
noticed is the way that she's holding her jacket. It's
and
almost
she
like
had
it's something under
something.
her jacket.
She
Yeah, the
it
way
was
that she.
probably his stuff, his jacket, his Nintendo Switch.
I wonder. Did you notice that though? Is like the
Yes.
way she.
Yes,
Damn, I wish I.
she walked right out that classroom, and you see he came right
Girl.
behind her, and that's why I said he could be screaming at her, "Give me back my stuff! Give me back my stuff!"
Can you take it back slow, like with the red thing? Just take it back. I want when she first came out of there, the way she was holding that jacket. I want to pause on that.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Look how nobody holds a jacket like that. She got something else in her hand under that jacket.
She knew. That's what I'm saying. For her to turn around, he must
Is that a jacket or am I tripping? Or is that a book bag?
No, that's a jacket. You're right. It's
Who
a jacket.
holds a jacket like you collaring somebody up? She got a phone or something like a Nintendo Switch in her hand.
Yes.
Under that jacket.
Yes. And she's leaving the classroom, walking out aggressively, and you see him come out aggressively behind her. We just can't
Girl,
hear what
she
he's
lying.
saying.
Listen,
she got.
Listen here. We just solved the case. It's a Nintendo Switch under that jacket. Look how she's holding it, like she's grabbing somebody by the neck.
Yeah, because she holding it. She took his stuff.
Girl, she got that Nintendo Switch in her hand. That's what it looked like.
Attacked from behind by 6'6",
but it should have fell out at this point, though.
Student.
If
the
she had it.
paraprofessional falls to the ground unconscious. The student stomping on her back and repeatedly throwing punches in a beating that lasts roughly 25 seconds, even as students and staff try to help her.
This could have been homicide. When you push people down like that, they hit their head.
Wait, Miss V. When you see the part where, let me scroll. Let me just go back just a tiny bit. Right here. You see how that when I said they was all trying to stop him, even after they get him off of her, while he's down there on the floor, he's still kicking her.
And they pried him apart from her.
And while they still trying to pull him, he's still on the floor, still kicking. He's gonna be still kicking her and everything. Like you can tell he was angry. Like, give me my shirt, like give me my stuff.
What's under that jacket?
His Nintendo Switch. And
that's what I want to know. What's under that coat?
And look, and that's his coat. I bet you that's his coat too.
I bet it's his coat because she was holding like she was choking it, like she probably wanted to do him. But I'm just being.
She was taking it to the office because she took it from him.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Nintendo Switch, and I believe him. I believe what
Whose else coat was she walking with?
When you push people down like that,
it wasn't though.
Their head, you never know the outcome.
The 17-year-old, who is not being named since he's a minor, has been charged with felony aggravated battery with bodily harm.
Am I going to jail? Yes, you are. For how long?
According to the arrest report, the suspect told investigators that he was upset that the employee took his Nintendo Switch game away from him and made comments that when he comes back, he's going to kill her.
If I'm the prosecutor, I'm going to listen to that evidence. I'm going to ask myself, what does that say about the state of mind of this student when this was happening?
The president of the Florida Education Association calls Tuesday's attack a consequence in part of understaffing.
Florida has been dealing with a massive.
Wait, that jacket might have been too little to be his.
Don't have enough staff. It's harder to manage students in our schools.
The district superintendent says creating a safe learning and working environment on our campuses is critical. Violence is never an appropriate reaction. The violence landing that school staffer in the hospital, who is now facing a long road to recovery. Emily Ikeda, NBC News.
He definitely kicked her butt. Good Lord.
That ain't even the one.
Oh, I could imagine. I'm just imagining the real fight.
The one I was gonna show you. It's got all of that, but why they got? It goes a little bit. It's just a little bit longer than that because while they got him on the floor, he's still kicking her, and then when they get him up off the floor, he starts stomping her. Like he wasn't done. He starts stomping her with his big feet.
Lord. So do you feel like he shouldn't be in no type of trouble for that?
I don't. I really don't. I think that he shouldn't be charged. I don't think he should be charged because he has a mental disability for all of those issues that they're trying to charge him for. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You charging him for what his disability is. So he should not be charged. Y'all already aware. And he's a kid getting help because he's living in a facility that's supposed to be helping him. Tracy laughing.
I know. This is correct. Listen here. Listen. That it makes no sense to me. I think everybody else should be charged for having them around regular kids if he's a threat like that.
Yep.
He's a threat that his parents can't handle him, but you put him in a public school?
Mm-hmm. Listen,
arrest the person that allowed that. That's stupid.
But not only do you put him in a public school to jeopardize other kids and staff, but you put him in a school with teachers that's not qualified to deal with a child like him.
Mm-hmm.
That don't have the degrees to deal with a child like him.
Right.
He should
like
not be in that school. Right. Like it's just like how they call the police for a mentally schizophrenic person and the police end up powing them 25, 50 times. You get what I'm saying? Because he came out the house with a knife.
But think about what happens though. He 18, right? Now let's just say
he's 18 now. He was 17 at the time of that assault.
Yeah. But let's just say that, once he get 18, I mean, I'm guessing if they got him in a public school, they basically hurting him by having him in a public school because that says that what he has is not really as serious as people saying that it is.
Did you hear how he
so
said,
that's number one.
To jail? He said, am I going to jail? He's like,
man.
Long? Look, he like,
that's not right.
He don't even understand what the hell
He don't even understand what prison and jail is, baby. 30 years, man, come on. Yep. That's right. That's not right.
No,
but
not.
What I was about to say.
He didn't even know. He like, what am I supposed to be doing here?
Right. But what I was about to say is this is the kind of stuff that happened. And they say people, they got mental illnesses or they always had it. What happens when he's legally now? He's an adult. His parents can't tell him nothing. And now he ain't taking his medicine. He just roaming the street. He might even start smoking weed. This is what happens. This is how this stuff is created right here. Because I'm telling you, they set him up to put him in a regular school. He's not a regular school kid.
He's not a regular kid.
Because they got him in a regular school, that's saying that he's competent. Yeah. And he's not.
And he's not. And they
just the way that he asked that question tells me that he got the mental capacity of like a 6-year-old.
Right.
That ain't right. It ain't right. He should have never been in that school. They put him in a messed up position. His parents don't even want to deal with him.
Look, you see, and it's so sad to watch him walk into that courtroom. The officer trying to direct him, and he's still trying to follow directions, but still confused about what's going on around him. And they having a whole court proceeding with this kid that don't know, and they're supposed to have this fake ass public pretender sitting over there beside him, rubbing his damn shoulder.
Nexie, can you come up? Because you got a lot to say. You kind of relate to this. I really want you to come up, Nexie, if you can. If not, I understand. But I just wanted to hear her take because she got a son and she's saying what she feel about it. And let me know if you can come up. But that's crazy. I don't think it's right. He's clearly not competent to stand
and definitely
trial.
Shouldn't be charged as a damn adult facing 30
years. Man, they shouldn't even entertain it. I mean, automatic. He should be, if they gonna put him somewhere. I don't even want to say this, but a psych ward before you put him in a damn prison.
Right, a hospital where he could get help to learn how.
A hospital, exactly,
and deal with his triggers.
You don't put him in a prison. That's not gonna help him.
Yeah.
At all.
At all. Because it's like you saying his mental illness is a crime. So he should go to jail. Because
this is sad.
Because he can't control his anger, he needs to go to jail.
They trying to railroad him.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's why watching that, I was so angry, but I'm like, I gotta be careful on what I say, because you're gonna have a lot
Yeah.
of people out there saying, look what he did to the teacher. You're making excuses for him. That's what the problem with these kids today. Y'all make excuses for I'm not making an excuse for him. I'm letting you see the facts, what's in your face. This is already a kid that's dealing with mental illness and anger issues. He lives in a facility where they helping him, supposed to be helping him with that. So why put him in a public school setting with unlicensed teachers that don't know how to deal with a child like this?
You blew me when you told me that public school. Now that
Yeah,
is
that's a
just
public school. It's called
what the
it's
heck?
called I know I'm gonna butcher this name too, but it's Matanzas High School.
Hey
MAT.
Nexie, welcome. Wow. A
It's
high school.
it's spelled
Hello, Miss B.
Matanzas.
Okay. Wow. Thanks
What
for
state?
coming up, Nexie. Yeah,
Thank
what
you for
state?
having me.
Florida.
That's what I was about to say. That first and foremost, hello, panel member, sister
Sister
girl.
girl, meet
Yeah,
Nexie. Nexie, meet sister girl.
hello,
Hi,
sister
Nexie.
girl.
Welcome.
How are you? Thank you. I have a 23-year-old autistic son.
Mm-hmm.
And when my son was growing up, he had there's trigger words that my son has that we cannot say. The no is one. No, no is not a word that we can use around him because he will literally punch you straight out because I don't know, for
Really?
some reason, yeah, that word triggers him. So the no, nope, stop. Those words trigger him and he acts violent, not in that degree, but he does. Now, that entitled teacher is wrong for what she did. I'm sorry, allegedly, for what she did. I have to say it
Mm-hmm.
because a teacher that deals with special needs children knows not to press charges, knows not to do things like this because they're special needs. You know how to work with them. Now
But they
my
don't
son
look
is
at him as
23.
special needs because he in a
Well,
public
this
school.
not that's another thing that I wanted to touch, Ms. V, if
Okay.
it's okay with you. A lot of parents
Yes,
feel
please.
that many parents feel that putting a child in a public setting, it's gonna help them with a socialization or other things, but putting them in an environment like that is actually more damaging for them because there's
Mm-hmm.
bells, there's noise, there's screaming. All those things are not good for kids with that because they have very sensitive ears. Now, I had a lot of backlash for this. My son went to a school called Spectrum. It was
Mm-hmm.
established probably when my son was like about 8 or 10 years old, and it's just for kids with special needs. There's no bells, there's no screaming, there's no nothing around that can trigger an outburst from them. All of the teachers are specialized. That's why it's called Spectrum because it's for
Mm-hmm.
kids on that spectrum. So my
Right.
son went to a public school that had a special needs setting inside, but it still had the bells ringing, and that triggered him. In that other school, my son did well. He just graduated last year, but he did perfectly. No outburst. He was well behaved. He listened, and all the teachers are specialized now. Florida, it's a very weird state, and I'm going to say it, okay, because it
Mm.
is. Their special needs really do not have many um, laws, I guess. They don't have any many help. They don't have help like that, like other states do. It's very
Mm-hmm.
little what they do with the special needs community.
Wow. So Florida is known to not basically honor the what disability?
Florida is known, it's a retirement community, I guess. So many people are old there. They don't have special needs, so nobody has fought for benefits and things like that. So they're not very, because I have a couple of people that live over there, and their benefits are very, very, very limited. Because again, it's a retirement community. Most people go there to retire. They don't care what happens around them as long as long as their city and their state continues to be, sunny and beautiful.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah, it is. Now, a child like this with this kind of special needs, he should have never, if the parents couldn't control him and they felt the need to give him to the state dropped the ball on this one. I'm with Sister Girl
So
on this.
do you think that's what happened, or do you think his family gave him to the state because he's in another facility?
When you do that, if he lived in another facility, that means the state is his ward.
Really?
Because that's when they removed him. Well, at least that's how it is in my state.
That's kind of makes sense too. It makes sense.
I can't do this. I'm sorry. He's not behaving. So the state says, okay, so you don't want to have him in your home? No, I can't. You can still have contact with him, right? You can still have visits. You can still have contact. But the state takes over, and that's when he gets placed in these facilities that are supposed to be for special needs. But that's on my state. I don't know how Florida is.
So, Sister Girl, which way are you understanding it?
So
Is he
the facility he stayed at is called the abbreviation for it is called ECHO, ECHO. And yeah, they said that it's for children and young adults that suffers from behavioral challenges like him.
But you see how they're putting it, Sister Girl?
Yes.
That suffer from behavior. It doesn't say that they're special needs.
Right.
See?
That in
Oh
itself
my
is
God. Oh my God, it's all in the words, man.
Everything that Nexie said, I agree 100% because I dealt with it with my grandson, and he lived in Florida too. That's why he's back with me and back in his other school where he was already excelling at. Because you can't. Like she said, it's setting them up for failure when you putting them in a big old classroom setting and saying, go ahead, you got this, and you can't. And she's right with the trigger words. That's what I kept trying to say earlier. The teacher know that these things is triggering for him, yet you're gonna say these kind of things to him when you know that that's a trigger.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly, Miss V. And the problem here, and I hope that there's more people, that are listening to all of this, and hopefully they can fight, in Florida to give these kids more help. But because even the facility, the way they word it, it's not saying he's a special needs, facility. It's saying for troubled kids. What is that telling you?
Oh man, that is not good.
Child. Exactly.
Oh.
Now, I hope his parents are right behind him because that child doesn't belong in jail. The teacher does, allegedly.
Right. Yep.
These are my words, not Miss V's. These are my words.
Yeah.
Not Miss V's or yours. I'm just saying that she should have never done this. Okay. There's ways to you call the parents, you put him in a room, let him trash the room until his anger is in control, and then call the parents, and then you guys can do this one-on-one. But you don't involve the police on this. You don't. This wasn't a matter for the police.
She should have just not taken it from him. They know what type of issues he has, or they should. Oh my God,
again,
this just sounds like a setup, a railroad. I feel bad now that I understand more. Thank y'all for making me understand because I didn't know what was going on. Wow.
Yeah, they know what he was up against. They got his IEP. When they started saying IEP and stuff like that, I knew right there he was in the public school.
Me too.
When they started saying that child study team and IEP, I said, oh, it's a public school they got him in. He should never been in that public school.
No, absolutely not, man.
And
could you imagine how much he being teased and everything?
Yes,
go ahead.
Exactly. Another thing is when they say IEP, right away is special needs, because IEPs are only set for that, which I that's why I knew that when you said that I was like, oh my God, his special needs. But another thing is the The way the coat, when you showed that video, the way she had her coat, the way she was grabbing it, she did take it from him. She did. There's no way she didn't. There's no that a boy like that. My son does not attack you unless he doesn't attack. He just punches you. Like the one time he hits you either on your arm or he hits you on whatever.
Yeah, and my grandson, he used to throw things. He would like pick up things and like throw things in the class, like the chair. Yeah, like he never attacked the teacher, but he would be aggressive to himself or the classroom. You know, like he was just, I mean, it looked like a hurricane hit it. And again, like Nexie said, it's them trigger words of no, stop. The same thing. Same thing with my grandson. Yes, telling him you can't do that, you can't have that. That's a trigger.
Oh,
yes. You just have to use other words. That's what I said. With the,
really?
And you heard the say, oh, well, he was threatened. See, when you say that, you know what they said to him. Give me that. I'm gonna take it from you. You're not gonna have it, and you know, like that. And you're not supposed to do that. Fine. You have to use other words.
Yes.
Like well, let me give you this. Let's try this. Would you like to have this? And let me hold that until the end of the day. Like you have to find ways of not using the word no and get out and give me that. You know, you can't be like that with a kid like that.
You can, or you can say, you know what? How about you only use it for the next 10 minutes? Let's get a timer.
Yes.
Let's get a timer. 10 more minutes, okay? And then you give it to me
all the time.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And we'll set the timer and we'll have minute. I'll go, look, 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes. One, you know, like countdown.
And they even
like
get excited when
they
the
do.
Countdown is going on.
Yep, with the countdown, you'd be like 5 more minutes. And remember now, you have to put it away and 5 more minutes.
So you can't just abruptly take stuff from them.
No, you can't do that. No, not at all. Because you're going to get that reaction. Yeah, you
don't
always
get on
have
their
to.
face.
Yes, you don't. You can't do that.
Wow.
That eye contact, you try to maintain eye contact, but you can't be so assertive in the way you're addressing them. You can't do that.
You know,
it's like you gotta tone it down.
Yes.
Come correct.
Yes.
And you know, Miss V, that when you guys played the interview, just seeing her tone and her face said
her demeanor. Right. She was angry.
For me. No. That tells
what
me
did you see?
Of teacher. It tells me what kind of teacher she is. It tells me that
she's
that entitled kind of teacher. Oh my God, everybody's below me. You could tell right away that, hey, I'm perfect, I'm correct because I'm the teacher. All of you are below me. Give me that now. She's that type of teacher.
Yes, Nexie.
I'm sorry.
She did have one of them noses.
You're right, Nexie.
We agree.
She's not even a teacher. She's the teacher aid.
Thank God.
And
assistant.
Not for that class. So basically, they must have called her in because she's the tough one. You get what I'm saying? And let her handle him because she's probably the tough one in the school. They'll go, I'm going to get Miss Brown. Don't make me go call Miss Brown.
Yep. But, you know.
And Miss Brown came in there.
Oh, she got her. I'm sorry.
Hand it to her. Goodness gracious.
You can't. My son's school. I have been to pick up my son sometimes when there is a student that is completely losing his cool. You know what they do? There's 4 teachers around him, but nobody gets close to him, and he's running. They're following him. He goes to the room, throws things around. They're over there following him. He's kicking the door. They don't touch him.
They don't touch him. They can't touch him. Nope.
Once he's done, he comes to the teacher and bumps the teacher on the chest, saying, okay, I'm done. But they don't touch him. The teachers allow him to bump the teacher on the shoulder with the little head and says, I'm done. Okay, you're done? Okay,
oh my
let's
God.
go pick up everything up. But that's what special needs is. And that's what I tell parents. You cannot, they say when they're little, my child is very well behaved. Yes, he's little. Wait until he turns into teenage years. Their hormones change. Their attitude changes. So special needs school is the best one for them.
Yes.
It's what's going to give them the best outcome in life. My son is very well behaved. He listens.
My grandson too.
He follows, and you know the funny thing here, sister girls, that in my school, my son could bring his lunch. He brought his blanket for
he could
almost
bring it
6
in
months.
this new school. My grandson could. I know when I was saying that earlier, I was talking about the pub. He originally started in public school, where that's where all the issues was happening, and it's like no, this is just not the right setting for him. So doing my research, and plus when he was younger, because he used to have them outbursts when he was 3 and 4. So where I live, they have programs called mobile response. They're 24 hours. You can call them at any time, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. They come out to your house to help you to cope with the child. And that's what I used to do with my grandson. So that's how I was able to even learn the things, because I've been in the education field for over 25 years, but I never worked with special needs. You get what I'm saying? But I do have patience. But so when he was getting like that, it was like, oh no, something is wrong here. So I reached out.
Have the common sense.
Yes. Yeah. So they would come out, and then they would counsel me. They would counsel him. And there was quite a few nights in early mornings, like 3, 4 in the morning, I would have to call him. And the counselor would come out to my house to talk to him and stuff. And like, kind of just like get him to calm down and things. Because like you said, you don't call the police. The police can't do nothing for him.
No, they can't. And the sad thing is that we're seeing more and more cases like this, that, that people are not understanding your child. And this is what I tell parents too, because, I have like a small support group, and I tell them, you don't make them come to your world. No. You go into their world.
Yes.
When people were saying, is he getting better? I said, I don't know if it's getting better or I'm becoming autistic. I don't know which one it is.
Right.
I see that he's improving, but I don't know if I'm going down in that rabbit hole.
Yes. Right.
Because you don't know. My son, like I said, he has chores to do. And of course, pick up your room. He will trash the room like, okay, pick it up. And he will throw toys all over the place. And I will say, now you're going to have to do it twice. And he will be looking at me like, oh, right.
And you have to let them get it out when they talk. You have to let them get it out, because they don't have a filter. They're going to tell you how they feel. So you're going to hear that, and you have to let them get that out. You have to hear them out. That's where the patients come in at. And you have to listen.
And learning what they like. My son is all about computers, right? He's
my
an
grandson
electronics
too.
type
Oh
of
my
kid.
goodness.
He loves computers. He knows how to download systems, how to change. I mean, since he was like 6 or 7 years old, he's been into computers. Now, he learns in clips of a movie or a show. He tells you exactly that. He speaks, but he learns better when he sees it in the computer, and I don't understand why. I really don't. So when you want him to learn something that he did wrong, I always pick something that can refer to what he did. And then he looks at me, okay, and then he says, I'm sorry, Mom. I said, okay, I'm glad that you're sorry, but now you have to pick this up, and now it's twice the mess. He's like, okay, and he starts picking
I know exactly what you mean.
You cannot impose. You cannot impose.
No.
You cannot threaten, because they don't. That's not going to be good for
they
you.
get anxious. That's like an anxiety. They'll start the pacing and the anxiety, and it's like, whoa, like they back us up against the wall now. And so I got to get out of this, So yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
When you have those Karens that you feel like you want to slap them, well, we have that restraint. This kids don't. If a Karen comes in their face, they're gonna slap the living crap out of them. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But I hope that they advocate, or maybe there's a way that we can do something, because that boy, Ms. V, he shouldn't be in jail.
He shouldn't. And what I'm hoping is, because it was his lawyer that got all that information and actually put it out in the mainstream media, because they wasn't going to do it. It was his lawyer that put out all this information about him. So I'm thinking the lawyer may be on his side. He probably feel bad and see that this kid is being railroaded.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be like, if they press charges, which it will be inhumane, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like pressing charges against a little defenseless, pet or animal when somebody attacks it, or he attacks someone that's been threatening him. It's the same difference. You cannot. These little kids are children. They're not. They're grown up, because my son is 6'2".
I was just
He's
about
a
to
tall
say it's
little
scary
one.
for me because my grandson is 12, but he stands like 5'9", you know, and he's gonna get
Exactly.
taller. So it's like, and he's a big boy too, you know. So that's scary to see that, and it's like, oh, that could be my grandson in another 6 years.
Thank you. And that's the scary part, is that we need to bring awareness not only to the school system, right, which is very important, but to the you know, to the police departments, to the sheriff departments. We need to bring awareness that these kids shouldn't be handled like they're criminals, because they are children, even if they're grown.
Yes.
They don't have the mental capacity that you and I have. That, you know, if I would have attacked that lady and she would have taken me to jail, I'll say, yeah, and I knocked you out. And what, B?
Right.
You want more?
Right. He was still so confused. He like, they putting handcuffs on him, and he's like, am I going to jail? They like, yeah, you're going to jail. You know, like, what you think? Like, he should have known, and he don't know. He don't know that reaction he did, is now put him in this situation. He didn't understand that. He don't know what's going on. All he knows is that he took his Nintendo Switch, and he wanted it back.
And not only that, what if that, because my son uses technology to soothe himself, to calm his anxiety.
Yes, so my grandson too.
That was his soothing mechanism, and you took it away.
Yeah, and you took it away. Yes, you don't know what was going on in the classroom, that he was getting anxiety, and he pulled out his Nintendo Switch to calm himself.
Exactly. My son uses headphones, you know, like when we go into public areas, he gets my phone and he uses headphones because the noise is too much.
I was about to say that too. You're right when you said earlier about how sensitive the ears is. I couldn't even take my grandson to birthday parties because he would run out screaming because of the loud music. Now, this is before I even knew. This is when he was like 2 and 3 years old. And I would have my friends looking at me like, girl, what's wrong with your grandson? You know, and I'd be like, he all right. It's the music. He's standing by them speakers. But this, I didn't know anything like that. But he would always react like go running out. I literally used to have to call like my son, his father, or my husband to come and pick him up because the music it just would drive him crazy. That loud music.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say drive him crazy, but he would get anxiety.
No,
and he would like, we gotta go. I want to run. I gotta get away from this. I gotta get away from this noise.
Yeah, we stopped. Our house became like very quiet. You know, and
I mean, and he's 12, so he learns now.
Yeah, no, my son, what we decided to do is I gave him headphones. And I noticed that when I did that, he was more like okay to be around others. Because I told people, I don't care what you think of me. I don't care what you feel. I don't care if you think that I'm disrespectful, that I mean because I leave your house, your parties, whatever. I don't care. My son is my priority. You are probably number 102 in my list. So my son is first.
Okay.
When he was
you gotta let him know.
When my grandson was in daycare, he was in like preschool. They would show me what he would do to like the reading area when he didn't get. Well, they would say, you know, when he didn't get his way. But again, so he had this one teacher. She was the lead teacher, and she would tell me how she dealt with him when he would get that way. When they would tell him no and stuff. So when I went and she showed me, she had like tape in a square in the corner of the room because he used to pace a lot, and the more anxiety he got, the faster he would pace until that was his way of soothing, like till he calms himself down. So but she showed me she had this little square piece of tape. She said, yeah, I just let him go over there in the corner and do his thing. Like, what? Wait, what?
Oh my God.
Oh, no. We had a meeting that day with the principal. Like, my grandson is not a dog. He's not an animal. You don't go send him over to the corner and say, go on over there and do your thing. Don't come out them 4 corners.
Let me tell you something.
That's not the way you deal with that.
Yeah, Miss V and sister, let me tell you something. You know those IEP, the IEP, annual IEPs that they have on the school? And the IPP that we have with social workers, right? They hated me.
Yeah, they didn't like me either.
No. Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I don't know I don't know
But
much
if they
about
put
it. So
something in there that I knew that's not my grandson's character, I would say he didn't do this.
No.
He didn't
With
say that.
me, you know why they hated me? Because the IEP is the individual education plan, Ms. V. That goes for the school district. The IPP is the individual personal plan for the house. Okay, so there's two different settings that you do every year, because they bring people to the house when they're younger. They bring them in to teach them behavior, to work with you, so that they can teach you how to deal with them and stuff like that. That's the IPP. The IEP is for the school district, the education. That's the difference. But it's annually. Now, on those two, they have goals, right? At the school district, they have goals for, he's going to get 30 minutes of motor skills. He's going to get an hour of speech, two times a week, whatever it is that they appoint. Now, when the house, they tell you, okay, now we're going to send a group. He's going to have a group of 3 people that are going to come 3 times a week for an hour or 2 every three times a week for him, for motor skills and behavior and stuff like that. Now, for me, every time I will go into the IEP, they will be looking at me and my husband like, oh my God, here they are, because I will ask questions. Last year you said he was going to be at this level. Why are you reducing speech if he hasn't reached this? So we will fight, and they will roll their eyes. We could see them and we will laugh because we were the parents that they hated the most. Now, the IPP, which is the one for home, once the kid turns 8, they want to reduce the hours, okay, the amount of hours at home, to maybe twice a week. I fought with them until my son was almost 14 years old. They gave him 6 days a week, 3 hours a day right after school. They tried to cut him off, and I said, nope, he needs more. And I will fight. I will appeal. I will not let them be in peace. My son had 6 days a week, 3 hours right after school. They will come in. They will work with him for 3 hours. Okay. And my son learned speech. He learned behavior. He needed those. At 14, they said, we cannot fund it anymore. So it's done. I said, oh, I'm satisfied already. So you can take it away. I don't care. But they hated me. They hated me. Because
so basically they take away things or try to deem them as okay, so that I mean,
so
but
that
what
they don't
happens,
have to do the job, they don't have to do the work no more. It's kind of like passing the buck. Like, you know,
so it really is up to the parent, because my thing is just listening at y'all talk and listening at this case, right? The 17-year-old. I'm looking at how they're railroading people with disabilities, that like this kid, this 17-year-old looks like he has a disability to me. He looks like he's not competent, right? So why he's been railroaded into being normal just so they can put him in prison and still make money off of him.
Now you see why I'm so angry, Miss V, when you was like, wait, let's talk about it when we go live.
I didn't know what was going on. I needed to know the case.
That teacher.
No.
That teacher.
Now I see.
And Miss V, it's more about the budget. Remember this. Right, sister girl? It's all about the budget.
Yes, that's why I said it's more like they want to pass the buck. Give them back to the parents. Let the parents deal with them.
No, not only that. This is what they do. Okay, with my son, this is what we learned, is that what they were doing is, why am I going to spend an extra? It says the threshold is 8 years old. At 8, and most parents say, oh, okay, that's fine, thank you. I was like, I don't care, you guys have money, I pay taxes, I do this, I do that. We're both professionals.
That's right.
And they
wow.
Hate it. So,
that's right.
So as a parent, you are your child's voice.
Advocate, yes.
Okay. If you don't do it, they're not going to bring it to you.
Yeah, you're the advocate. Yes, no, but there's one more thing that I always tell people, because advocate, people say, yeah, I understand. I said, no, I'm my child's voice. Yeah. I'm telling you what he's telling me he needs. Okay? So you hate me all you want. And I will tell this to the people before I left. You can hate me all you want. I don't care. But my
Nancy, oh my God.
They hate it.
Do you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing, I'm sorry to cut you off, Nexie, but I gotta say this right now, because listening at you saying this, there needs to be an advocate for parents with children with autism, because they don't know what is it.
No, they do. They have that, Ms. B, but just like Nexie said, it's limited. They cut off certain programs like that once the child turns a certain
age. It need to be somebody on YouTube doing it for free. I mean, I'm just saying this information need to be shared, because I don't know. Go ahead. This is crazy to me.
No. I wanted to talk to you about this. I think I want to do something like this.
Oh, yo.
Oh my God, Nexie.
Yeah,
I would love that. Nexie, that, because you seem to be very educated on this, and you could help so many people, because so many people just listen at the teachers and they go along with what they're doing, but they actually got some old nefarious stuff going on in the background that this parent don't even realize is happening.
StreamYard banana.
Exactly.
Alex is back in your life. He's not in mine. He's in yours now, doing all of this spamming.
You know what? That's it's funny because I didn't give him no shine, but it was a Vienna back here for a long time that I was just looking at. Didn't say nothing. Eventually, he just dropped down. So I'm guessing that's Alex. Go away, loser. This don't make no sense. I don't know where these trolls coming from. Is Tracy in the chat? Tracy got his ass. Thank you, Tracy.
Oh, okay, she got him. Okay,
get up out of here with that, man.
Yeah,
he was. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nexie. We ain't giving him no shine.
Like that. No. Whenever, Wait, let me tell you. Whenever you're talking about important things that they probably didn't think of, but they think it's important and you should have thought about it, that's when you get trolls.
It do seem that way, don't it? It do. Every time they come, but I didn't let them disturb. I didn't say anything. That's what they want. They want you to stop your whole show and give them the shine. Back to what you were saying, Nexie.
Yeah, no, there is advocates, right, for parents, like Sister Girl said. Yes, but let me tell you the difference between a regular parent speaking than an advocate is that an advocate has to literally go by the book.
Yes.
Now a parent like me can tell you,
can keep it real, baby.
No, exactly. No, listen. Yes, the school district has certain things, but
you
look
should
at
do
page
that.
blah blah blah. Do you know what that means? I had, like I said, I had to create like a small group of, support group, and a lot of the teachers from my son's school have been asking me, we're gonna set up something and you should go speak. You should go educate his parents, because a lot of times
this is you.
You should,
And then I just said it. So this man, listen, I see this because I'm learning, listening at y'all. I'm not aware of this. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it is important. We have to bring awareness, because look, I understand that there's a threshold, okay? Like my son, they wanted to take away certain things. The ABA, I don't know if you had this, Sister Girl, with your grandson. ABA is when they come into your house and they work with you and him, and you guys learn different ways of motor
they call
skills,
it mobile.
behavior.
They call it mobile response here where I live at.
Oh, okay, no, mine is ABA, and they come, like I said, they come for 3 hours every day. As soon as he hits, he used to come home at 3:00, and then they will be here from 3:30 to 6:30, and then they will go and they will be working on motor skills, on how to write. They will read books. It was like a reading.
I was just about to say they even would take my grandson to the library for like 2 hours and bring him back home.
Yeah, that school actually respite for us, but here for me, ABA is more like when they're younger. So
he was younger. He was 5 then.
Stuff.
Yeah, he was 5 then. Yeah.
And then so they come. So that is only given until the kid is 8 years old. And I'm thinking, when my son was doing this, I was like, wait a minute, he hasn't mastered any of the tasks that you guys have here. And so I went and I fought. I said, I need more time. Well, the threshold is 8. I said, I don't care what the threshold is. My son hasn't achieved any of this. And until he does, you're not going to cut him. No.
Right.
And I will appeal. And sure enough, until he was 14 years old, they went all the way.
They only gave me 2 more years. Yeah. They added another.
Shout out to you, Nexie, for doing that, man. Fighting and getting it. They stretch.
You know what?
Go
I
ahead.
had my husband was as crazy as I am too. Oh, he will fight for our son, no matter what. He will fight and fight as well because we were his voice. You know, we were the ones that had to advocate and say exactly what he needed. He was telling us,
Yeah.
I need more motor skills. I need more behavior. You know, certain things that he was doing, even though he wasn't voicing it, he was asking us that he needed more help. So no, we have to do this. And the school district, one of his teachers, his psychologist, which I've known since he was 8 years old, he's like, we need to have you speak. You need to go out and talk to these parents, that they need to be more involved, that they need to be the ones, you know, speaking in behalf of their child, that they need to ask for more treatment, for more this.
Yeah,
for
because
more
if
that.
the parents don't know, and it's not like the school gonna tell them, you know.
No.
I know I
If
didn't know none of
they
this.
don't know, then they can't. They like you said earlier, the kid is gonna fall. They're gonna fall in the cracks of everything.
Second,
but if man,
why would they give you? Why would they give you, sister girl? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
And Miss V, you as well. Why would I give you tools that are gonna make the spend more money? You know what? Why am I gonna tell you continue it on? Then the state or whatever is gonna spend more money. Why would I give you tools like that? No, we have to save budget, right? We have to save it. So they're not gonna give you things that are not needed just because. But you can fight them and continue it.
That's what I was getting ready to say. But they also can't tell you no, because like you hit them with the, I'm a taxpayer and I know that y'all, and if I'm telling you he needs this more of this, then you have to give it to him, because they can't say no. They have to extend it. They can't. But that's why I said that's good that you fought for your kid to make sure. But other parents that's not like you and don't know and not asking the right questions, the school not gonna tell them, I think it'll be a great thing for you to have like maybe parent councils where y'all just talk about those things, and you can sit as the chair person on that council to help them parents that don't know to answer those questions for them.
I'm in the city council. I go to every
I know
meeting.
That's right. You see what
Nancy everywhere.
You see what?
No, wait. I only voice.
That was me. I used to be at the Board of Education meetings. I didn't miss none of those meetings. I'm getting all the information.
Thank you. And I will ask questions when questions were needed pertaining to something. But otherwise, I will just listen and record.
And take notes. I would take my little notes.
Oh no, I recorded, even though I wasn't supposed to. I recorded. I was like, I need it later, but I need to listen. Miss V, you need to. And I'm gonna say this because, and I don't want to offend anyone, okay, with what I'm about to say, but this is how we're seen, right? We're the minorities, okay? We need to fight.
Yeah.
I'm Hispanic. You know what I mean? We're minorities. You guys know we need to fight for this. Our counterparts, and I'm not going to say anything more about that, they get all the benefits right away because of that.
Yeah.
Because they're not
the
minorities.
Extensions too, without even asking.
Yes.
Yeah, we do have to fight all our life.
All my life I had to fight.
Oh my God. Color purple all over again.
Right?
All our life we
had to fight. I had to fight the school system. I had to fight the police. I had to fight the government.
We got another movie coming. No, but we do. It's unfortunate that is the case. But remember, if you have someone with special needs, it's not going to be just leaving everything up to the school, everything up to whatever the social worker says. No. They have as much rights and laws, actually more than we do.
No, they think we don't read the packet. Nexie, they think we don't read. They think we don't read that 100-page packet in the manila envelope that they send home to us. They think we don't read. We just put it to the back. No, I read everything. And on page 59, section, the third paragraph says, they're like, damn, she read it.
Happy birthday, Lewis. Thanks for the like. Thanks for coming through.
So I believe you. You're right when you said I could believe that they didn't like you and your husband when y'all was coming into those meetings. But they like, oh damn, they here. So we already know what we're gonna be. The meeting's supposed to they would expect you there 15 minutes. That you done had them there an hour. Because that's how I used to be. They'd be like, the teacher gotta get back to her classroom. I'd be like, well, I'm not done. I'm not finished, and I'm still flipping
we
my
had him
pages.
there for 2 hours, and when we used to get into the parking lot, I will get out of the car, and I will tell my husband, "Ooh, I just heard the eyes roll right now. I just heard them
yeah, they be mad. They want to give
heard
you like
the eyes.
10. Yeah, they want to give you 10 or 15 minutes. When we here to talk about my child, and you think that's only gonna take 15 minutes or 10 minutes to talk about a whole IEP or what he needs for the rest of the year? And the quarters of it, like every 3 months and stuff. No, I'm still talking, and I need more information. I'm still asking questions.
One lady said one time she was removed because I requested her to be removed from our IEPs. She said one time, I understand what you're saying, but there's no need for attitude. And I looked at her. My husband was about to respond. I held his hand. I looked at her and I said, if I didn't give you attitude, would you listen to me? And she just looked at me puzzled up. And she's like, I mean, well, yeah, that's what we're here for. I said, no, you wouldn't. If I didn't give you attitude, you will step all over me. I've seen you do with other parents. I go, so no. And I told him right away, I want her removed. I don't want her here next time. And that was it.
Get up out of here.
His psychologist, which you know how they come to the IEPs, the psychologist, the speech pathology, they all come in. So the psychologist, I already had him in my pocket because he was a minority as well. You know, he knew what we were up against. So he was the one also advocating, you know what? Yeah, he can use more time on this. Oh yeah, he can do this or this. Oh yeah, we can do actually more here. So yeah, so I had
So Maxie, are you saying that it's a really hard fight to get these hours approved? It's really hard to do?
Approved at the beginning, no, because they're the child is small. It's hard to keep them going.
Yeah,
as they get older.
Right.
As they get older, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
As they get older, it's really hard. Second,
so
go ahead, Nichole.
Go ahead. I'm trying to understand.
No.
Go ahead.
No, you ask me the questions. I'll try to answer as best I can.
So so as they get older, it gets harder for them to get the skills that they need. So then is it like every year you have to go and get it reapproved, or how does that work?
Exactly that. They come in.
Okay.
You go into the school district, right? They do the IEP. They tell you the goals that they had for the previous years, how many 70%, 50%, 30% of that they have met. Some of them, they say, we're going to roll them over to the next year to try to get them to achieve at least a 70% or 100% of it. And then we have new goals, right? So at the school level, you can fight certain things that the housework doesn't cover, that meaning the IPP doesn't cover. Like speech, motor skills, they continue on until they graduate there's high school and stuff. Because
so what happens when they say they don't get any more, even though you still fighting for more, and they decide no more hours or whatever? What do they do after that?
You can appeal. If they say, you know what, even in the appeal, it says, you know what, we don't have the budget for this anymore. And I mean, we're cutting everybody's hours. Then you go into your IPP and you say, hey, I want you guys to come in and pay for motor skills or speech pathology or whatever for my son. So then your fight begins with the other side of the spectrum.
And having that good insurance also helps.
So what if you don't win the appeal?
I just said it. Having that good insurance, that helps too.
Yeah, but if you don't win the appeal, you can always appeal again. They give you a certain time that you have to wait, but you cannot give up. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You will appeal. They will deny it.
You're gonna get it. Yeah. You get it.
Yeah. You apply again. Let's say it tells you cannot reappeal until 6 months from now. I'm there on the 6 month mark, 2 hours after you turn light.
Because what the thing is, Miss V, while you're waiting on appeal, they still have to give the child everything they need.
Yes.
So this process is only when they're in high school. After high school, that's it. Is that
No,
what we talking about?
no. After high school, yes, after high school, you go into what is called the IPP setting, which is the one at home. That's when you get
Oh,
all
so
of the
that's what I
therapy.
got to look forward to. Oh well,
Yes,
no,
that's
not with my grandson, because actually his school that he's in, they moved. They have a high school now too. So when he graduate there, he'll be going to the high school.
yeah, and they stay there until here in my state is until they hit 22.
Okay, see, yeah.
They stay here.
But
until
wait,
they're
finish
22.
what you were saying, Nexie. You were saying
Okay,
that.
so after they're done with high school, like my son is now we go into the IPP, which is the individual plan, progress plan, personal plan. I'm sorry, for home.
Mhm.
Now this involves his disability insurance. This involves his treatments if he needs anything. This involves psychological treatment if he needs anything. So this involves everything that the school is not doing anymore. If you feel that your son needs more, therapy, more time with psychologists, they appoint you one. If you feel that your son needs help with, motor skills and stuff like that, they send you to a person or they send someone home. So there's programs too where he can go 2 to 3 times a week to, socialize with his friends. They take him on outings. So everything that the school is no longer providing, the state has to pick up. That's
And
when
they
the battle
do
begins.
this. Did I hear you up until 22?
No.
Yes. For the school. For the school.
Oh, for the school.
Yeah.
And so
after
this is a
22,
lifetime thing, though,
yes,
is what I'm.
I
Okay.
was about to say that. After 22,
Okay.
the lifetime of care begins and ends and begins with the IPP, with the state. Now they pick up
Wow.
everything. Like here is called what is it called? Regional centers. That's what they're called here. Now regional centers have everything you need for your son's prognosis, like psychologist, special ed, let's say motor skills, speech pathology. They have everything that the school is no longer providing. So if your son needs, a mental health treatment, they will appoint you to someone that comes to your house and does all those things. Because it's no longer in a school setting. It's a lifetime of fights.
This right here it really has opened my eyes, because with the crime, and we know how many times we hear mental illness and stuff like this. All of this stuff that Nexie and Sister Girl doing for y'all kids, man. A lot of these people ain't, and there's so many of them out here wandering around, don't even know what's going on, man. This is what's happening in the world. And it's all created in my eyes with, we ain't gonna go there, but I feel like it is, because all of a sudden it's a height in it and all of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, they make
and
it
it's
a big,
really
they call him the Hulk.
It's really saddening to me, man. It really saddens me. So now I have to be more gentle when I think about mental illness, but at the same time, I mean, if you're an adult, you gotta get your help. But if you, this is sad.
You see what young Riaz just said? He said he experienced. He said, I know from experience, my dad had to fight for my support growing.
Yeah, because I remember him telling me that he's autistic. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, he did say that in a live before.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
And Ms. V, this is what Sister Girl and I can relate on this one, is that, at the school setting, they have the teacher and 4 or 5 different aides. When they come home, right, Sister Girl, it's just us.
It's just us. That's why you got to have patience. You have to have patience. That's where the patience really kick in. Yeah.
Sister Girl, I got to tell you something. So one day the teacher tells me, right, your son, he's so sweet. At the end of the day, and he sees me taking out the trash can, he helps me take the bag out. He helps me with the vacuum as he's waiting for the bus to come and pick him up. He helps me take care of the cleaning in the room. And then I looked at her and I said, then why do you send me that other guy home? I go, send me the one that helps you. The one that does
That's
chores.
too
I
funny.
Go, why do you send me that other dude that doesn't want to do anything at all?
Right. I gotta ask like 5 and 10 times and remind him, like, remember you said, I asked you to take that out, or I asked you to get that.
He did his good deed before going to school.
I never said that. I said that. No, Mom. I never said that, Mom. I never said that. Yes, you did. No, I didn't.
Yeah. They have no filter. That's the funny thing. My grandson doesn't.
That's
have
a beautiful thing.
He says the first thing that comes out is that he thinks he says. and sometimes I'll be like, oh shit.
My friend said one day, he looked at my friend coming in and he like,
can't help
I don't like you. I don't like
you. I'm telling you, Miss B, they be that blatant. Like, I have to tell him now, he's 12 now. So when we going somewhere, I'll go, okay, so we're going here. Listen, don't say anything about this. Like, I have to kind of give him like a heads up.
A pep talk.
Because he will walk in and go, oh, it's stinking here. You smell that? Like, my grandma told me, mommy. He's like, you smell that? Oh my God, why their house so dirty? Why you don't clean your house? They have no filter.
Yeah, he said,
they thinking it,
I don't like her. I don't like you. I don't like you. Go away. My friend said, he's so rude. I said, no, sweetie, he's honest.
Yes.
Right.
I get all the time about
brutally honest.
Yes. Yep.
That's what I call it. Brutal honesty. Well, look, y'all, I gotta get my butt to work. I'm fully dressed, just walking around. I gotta go to work, y'all. I wish I could hang out longer.
3.5 hours, Miss V. We did.
Oh my God, sis! You know what? I did not know. Look, it's something weird going on with my StreamYard. I can't see the top of it, and I can't see how long we've been on or who watching.
3.5 hours.
Girl, unbelievable.
That's
but we needed
it. Was a good live.
We needed it.
Miss V,
what you say, Nexie?
Whenever you want to, sister girl, Miss V, whenever you guys want me, let me know. I'm up here.
Oh, yeah.
That's good to know. We're going to start inviting you up.
Yes, and thank you for coming up and sharing the information. You never know. On the replay, somebody will be watching. You'll be helping somebody that didn't know this,
Thank
you. Exactly. Yes, I know y'all enlightened me.
Yeah, that's
yes. So
I'm glad that we had this conversation.
Yeah, and thank you for having me. And sister girl, I'm gonna start following you. Yes, I'll be right there. I'm gonna start following you. And Miss V, think about something we can do with this. You are very, very skilled at that.
Yeah, right.
I will. Yeah, you talking about this topic in particular?
Like a panel. Yeah, we can do like a panel probably one day a week or something to talk
we can
about and bring informative
awareness. The autistic. I know I learned a lot.
That's autistic. Special needs.
Okay. Special needs.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? Especially if I run into a case like this too, we could talk about that because it's a lot of them, y'all.
Yes.
And the whole time y'all was talking, I was thinking about criminals and all of this crazy stuff that's happening. These people are mentally ill. And I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't like to, because we all say it. We ain't giving them the excuse. They almost want to say that. No, but it's true. A lot of times it's true.
It is.
And this is crazy. So, we needed this. We did.
Yeah,
and I thank you. Oh, and thank you again, Nexie, for my super sticker. And I noticed that you answered my question in the chat the other day. The Patricia and all that. I didn't even see that you had answered that. And I didn't know. I don't think I knew you was in there because I'm like, it's a nurse in the building, and not even knowing you was there too.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Nexie.
It's when you strangle something and the little blood vessels burst.
Burst in your eye. Yeah, but look, I actually caught it as I was reading it. I was just answering it myself. Like, but yeah. Thank y'all so much for today. Shout out to Tracy for getting rid of that Vienna. And he wasn't getting my attention.
Shout out to come get this commentary Kiva from getting rid of him on my side over here. Because I didn't know how to do it. I thought I moved him, but I didn't. And then I looked in the live and I saw that Kiva had got rid of him for me.
Yeah, good. And you know what, y'all? Just in closing, I didn't get a chance to show this. This was her obituary, so they used that picture, and then this was her service. This was her service that they had.
She had a
This
pink
is
casket.
yeah, and then we seen the video of Nichole when her dad was up there or whatever. And so yeah. So thank y'all so
sad.
much. Please,
So unfortunate.
everybody, it really is. Everybody watching on the replay, please make sure to subscribe to our channels and be sure to hit the like button. Sister girl, make sure you drop your link in the chat. You should do it every time. I forget to say it.
I'll be forgetting.
I'm gonna go down so I can get it.
I forget.
So, Sister girl,
Okay.
it's a pleasure. A pleasure. I'm gonna drop down so I can
log
into your channel.
But Nexie, let me tell you this too. Her and everybody, Sister Girl's channel is also in my channel section. If you go to my click on channel, her channel is right there.
Okay.
And
okay,
so,
I
but
will
yeah,
do that.
okay.
So we can start talking and
All
plan
right.
something. I think it's important.
Yeah,
I
got you.
I would definitely. Like
Okay.
that.
We gotta show
Yeah,
them
and-
the other side of the not so privileged spectrum.
Right.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I said it on the live. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure it'll be parents that will want to share.
Somehow we gonna have to incorporate crime with it though, y'all, for me to be interested.
yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, we can.
Absolutely. 'Cause we just. Let me see. Oh no.
There's always going to be something that you can find that there's a lot of mental health when it comes
It's a lot of it. It is. It really is. It's a lot of out. But this is the first one that I've heard them say. Are they calling him autistic in court?
Yes. No, not in court, but in the article that I read.
Wait, on the article I seen autism. I think this is the first time I seen them specifically say it was an autistic crime. But I'll be looking, y'all. We gonna talk about this.
Yeah, that's why I say. I think
Matter of fact, we gonna follow this case and keep talking about it. That's what we can do.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
And also, Ms. V, I will send you another one where an autistic man got unalived by people calling up police officers.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll send you. I'll look for it and I'll send it to you because it's important for us to talk about things like that because we got to train our police too.
That's
police
really
departments
important.
and sheriffs,
Yes.
everything. The more we talk about it, and this is what I've been telling people, the more awareness we bring to these things, the more changes will be made.
Yeah.
But we need to talk
Yeah.
about it. We cannot stay silent
Yeah.
anymore. The world is not there anymore.
Sure ain't.
Yeah,
Right?
It's up to us,
Look,
man.
times are changing. Times are changing.
Yes, and we got to change with
It's
them.
up to us. That's
But our
it.
voice shouldn't
Sister
be
girl
silent.
dropped her link.
But we're not
Thank
gonna
you so
stop
much,
fighting
Miss
the
V.
fight.
Yes.
Thank you
Sister
so
girl,
much,
was
Nexie.
a pleasure again. Thank you for having me, Miss V, and it was nice talking to you as well.
Okay, peace and love. See you later.
Bye bye.
All righty, sister girl. Shoot. So we'll be back tomorrow because tomorrow is Wednesday. So we'll be back, y'all, to discuss another case. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna talk about yet, but we'll figure it out. Shoot.
Yep.
You probably already got some cases. Naomi, we haven't talked about.
Still haven't covered Naomi. I'm sorry too, because I still got.
That's
more to say
okay.
in there. But
Do
it's
you
just
want to
so
talk
much-
about? Well, we'll
it's
talk
so
about
much-
it
Yeah,
later.
we'll talk about it tomorrow. But it's just so much. I just want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. Because you could have
Yes.
been anywhere else, but you chose to come and hang out with us here today for
Yep.
almost 4 hours now.
Yep, we gonna get this thing popping. I ain't even worried about it. The more we do it, the more we get in this algorithm. So
Yes.
y'all just hang with us, please. Hang with us. Hit the like button. Help us to grow because help more people to see us. You know, we deserve it.
Thank
That's
you,
a fact.
Puzzle Pieces. She said she subscribed. Thank you and welcome. I hope
Yes,
you enjoy my
that's
channel.
what's up. You know, Puzzle Pieces is Nexie.
Oh, okay, that's next.
She just dropped down. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
No, I didn't know.
All right.
That was
Yeah,
somebody else.
I kind of thought you didn't by the way you said that. So I'm like, what?
Yeah. But okay.
But
Stay
okay.
blessed.
All right. Peace and love, y'all. We up out of here. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. And if you hear on the replay, drop something in the comments. Let us know what you think and give us your opinion on what You've heard, and let us know if there's anything else that you would like for us to cover. I want to know what y'all want to see. You know what I'm saying? So we could all be interested. So anyway, until tomorrow, y'all, we out.